Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Monday. A brand new week. Should be, well, technically, it's the week of 4.2 going live, all being well. I know Jared said within a couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago. Well, almost 2 weeks ago. I think the 19th is technically the exact date. That would be 2 weeks, but of course, that means nothing. It'll come when it's ready. Let me just get my coffee, hang on. But I've missed you all. It feels like I've been away for so long, but it's only been a week, so it's not long at all, really. How has it been? How has starcitizen been? How has everybody been? Does 4.2 feel ready? Are we ready for 4.2? Tiberius, good afternoon. Right, anyway, let's get cracking. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to play on. There we go. 07 Battlefield Commander, thank you so much for the follow, welcome. And Marcon with the 20-month resub. Beers and party, please. Thank you so much. Has, you don't think it's ready yet, Jason? In what way? Is it still really buggy in places? I know they did kind of like a last push, didn't they? Of before they started rolling out the release candidates, they did one last sort of, not last, but one major sort of bug fix push. Anyway, JJ, Sandman, Griff, Citizen, Emperor, Basehead, Deplorable, Rhino, Whack Pigeon, Fury, Alex, Jason, 07 YouTube. And then on Twitch, we have Simlodeck, welcome, thank you for joining us. Deacon, Sandman, Johnny, Les, Monstrous, Apoc, Mighty Steed, Jones, Simlo, of course, Marcon, of course, Damage, Quantum, City Gamer, Grimwraith, Ex Officio, Interitus, scrolling down, Daylight Fire, Azrinth, Greater, Shenanigans, and Bretley. 07, welcome. You're out of the loop. You haven't consumed a single piece of starcitizen content or information since you've been gone, so I have no idea. I do apologise. I'm kind of playing catch up right now. I've just sat through the starcitizen live. Well, I did this last night. Starcitizen live with the ship team. Some great stuff coming in there. A lot of misunderstanding with the whole heavy fighter stuff I've noticed in the comments. As always, people misunderstanding what's been said. But I am working on writing that out and putting that out in a video. But most of it is just stuff we kind of already knew was in the works, but a lot of it is kind of telling us about certain things that are changing, that I don't know if it's good or bad. It will have to just test it. Monthly report video just gone out now. That has just released today for my on my channel. And then I guess there's also the patch coverage. I haven't read through all the patch notes yet. I don't know what is new, what has changed since I went away. I may have perused it a little bit while I was pooing while away. But that was in between, you know, holidaying. So I didn't absorb it all very much. No release will ever feel like it's 100% well, no, absolutely. And even if it did, by the time it goes to live, everything will just be like... Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff will break down anyway. It's a very good point there, Griff. It's just when they feel it's ready, push it out, and then continue fixing. It is all progress onwards and upwards, as you say. Playing 4.1.1 now, and it's such a chore turning in gems. I've seen a few people saying that 4.1.1 is just getting bad right now. Like, I feel like we should have had a couple of server maintenance between the last server maintenance and now, just to kind of keep it a little fresher. But, you know, with 4.2 on the cusp, I guess there's no point now. But, yeah, it would have been nice to have had a little bit of an update. Plus, with, you know, with our events and the Deacons Idris and the bugs with Deacons Idris, it's, from what I understand, it's been a bit of a nightmare. So I'm not too fussed about playing starcitizen 4.1.1 at this time. Today we're not going to. Wednesday we probably will. If we don't have 4.2 by then, we'll do like a last hurrah off-grid and trade post. But yeah, today it's going to be PTU. It's going to be talking about the monthly report, talking about the flight, just catching up basically and hanging out. Yeah, if it was Star Citizen, if it was complete and ready, it wouldn't be Star Citizen. Scott Reef 07, welcome. So it's acting like it's crashing every 2 minutes. Is that to do with the UI, I wonder? Is this in prison when you say turning in gems, or is this just in like Wakulo and places like that? It's been alright as it, APOC. Nexus, welcome. It never fails to amaze or disappoint me how people can watch something which is quite clear and get a completely misunderstand it to rush to the... Yeah, absolutely. It's like all these people complaining about heavy... Like, the quotes of heavy fighters are fine. It's like, that's not what they're saying. It's not what they're saying at all. I think people, as always, rage bait, clickbait in that sort of negativity aspect. Or people don't do their own research and see that quote and then assume that that's fact and go running off. It's frustrating, but you know, it's not anything new. Saw a very interesting fire effect and smoke forming in ships on the PTU. It didn't do anything, but some effects are in. It's quite interesting. Some of the, like, I've been, every now and again, I'll jump on Discord and just see certain conversations. I don't engage because I don't have time most of the time. I'm just, like, checking in to see what's been said, what's going on, what you guys are up to. I would feel rude if I was to say something and then disappear for a long while, which is generally how I communicate with people on Discord, which I do apologize about, but I either get distracted or some, Summer suddenly comes walking into the room. But yeah, there's certain aspects, especially with the flight model, not necessarily talking about engineering and fire and whatnot, but as we've heard, certain aspects of the flight model, the new updated flight model, are in, and it's starting to slowly roll out, like they're testing things, whether that's intentional or accidental. As we hear, they often leave things in by accident. But I do believe they are trying to roll out little bits here and there to just gauge how it goes. Oksana 07, Lance, Kid Bang Bang, welcome. How are we all today? Ulysses 07, Blood Spill 07. Haven't been able to call ships from the hangar or kiosk from Stanton. How long's that been going on for? Is that just like a recent issue, or is that like since 4.1 or something? Yes, taking quotes out of context is a community pastime. Exactly. You are not clickbait. Maybe a little trashy, and many years ago. Jailbait. Many years ago, jailbait. Not anymore, clearly. So mined gems for 3 hours yesterday, had 1.5 million gems. And when I lifted off from Fuego your ship exploded for no reason. Played Dune for a few hours to clear your mind. That sounds frustrating. How is Dune doing at the moment then? How is everyone getting on with it? Has it released yet, or is it still just a bit of an early access stress test thing? And talking of stress test, what was the stress test that they had going on? I've briefly seen messages about it, and I can't remember what it was. Sean, welcome. Yes, well, exactly. Hooray for the year of stability. The fact that, they're pushing it so much this year, and it is already showing so much more promise since, I suppose, server meshing got not implemented, because it was a nightmare when server meshing was implemented, but from that, beyond that, having it a bit more stabilized, it has certainly seen no end of goodness. Scott, good morning. Mookie, welcome. A whole lot of nothing, what's that? Tomo, thank you so much for the 23 Raiders. Welcome, everybody. And exclamation DEF. Gotta fight back. How are you doing, Tomo? How was your stream, mate? Rofus, welcome. Strigley, welcome. Test like desync test. What's that? PTU PvEers? What with desync? Yeah, desync has been a nightmare for a while, but hopefully they're dialing it in a bit more. I don't know what's left to do to sort of fix that issue. Flymo, welcome. Tomo, how you doing? Oh, it's what he's been up to. I see. Regarding Dune, is certainly technology supposed to look, feel, and act like magic? I haven't played it, but some of the effects look too mystical to be tech-based. What do you mean? Das Killer, welcome. Watched Star Citizen Live on Friday and then played some PTU. Desync is a lot better, I see. You know what makes me irrationally angry today, chat? Idris is the only nameable ship that the name carries onto the PTU. How strange is that? I wonder if it's just for that ship. They've included it into, what, long-term persistence? Is that what would do that? Where it carries over? I don't know if that's how it works, or if they've just... Maybe it's just a new tech with the naming method that allows that to happen, which I guess would be pushed forwards to the rest of the ships. Yeah, I guess it's a lot of it is just to do with resources strictly. Testing the method of how we name ships. And I know for a while it was a bit of a problem in the sense that they didn't have a way to scale the wording based on the amount of letters and characters used. So if you had one letter, it would be tiny. If you had a lot of letters... Sorry, if you had one letter, it would be, like, huge. If you had multiple letters, it would be super tiny. I think they wanted to readdress it in a way to find a better way of handling that scalability with different characters. Plus, when you look at the actual Idris itself, the old and then the upcoming new changes... You can see how, on the old, the Idris name is very much just slapped on there at a weird angle. It's not even, like, aligned with the angles of the ship, which is quite irritating. But the new one, it has lights highlighting the name. Like, it's an intentional location. So I think what they would want to do is have those types of, you know, this is where the name is, highlight lights and locations sorted for every ship, which takes time, of course, rolling it out to the 200 ships that they have. So I guess it's more, they're still in the testing phase of getting it so that the characters are accurate, it looks right, it's lit up properly, and then once they feel like they've got a solid version of it, they'll start rolling it out to other ships. Doom was great in EA. Oh, in early access. Now that it's live, it has been struggling with daily server lag. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, like with Star Citizen, they'll do some optimizations and get it fixed up. Again, pushing it to, you know, a released product is going to reveal some issues. Figment, welcome. Funcom's static server meshing works well enough, but it becomes clear after a while that it would truly benefit from dynamic server meshing, so I understand why CIG has always championed. Yeah, absolutely. And that's, you know, that's... I don't know if Dune intends to take the dynamic route. Maybe they do. Maybe it's just, let's release it with static. That can be a roadmap thing. Alien text on ship names. That's a cool idea. Especially for the actual alien ships. I never thought about that, Figment. Welcome, Kez. How you doing? Good to see you. PC hardware update. Oh, no. They're the worst. G-Sharp, welcome. 07. Thank you, Das. Yeah, Rachel, what we're doing for Father's Day and Mother's Day now is basically saying to Summer, go and pick something. She's 3 years old, so it's like, whatever you think Mum or Dad would want, go and grab it, and we'll get it. Now, of course, she's probably just going to buy things she wants. So I got a shark keyring. I got we're in the garden centre, by the way. I got a heart-shaped stone, a ornamental bunny, a hot air balloon solar-powered light, which is quite cute, actually, because it flickers in the light, and some pretty damn snazzy socks. Like jigsaw pieces. So I've got them on today. 40 quid mind all of this, so I think she was at the till and be like, oh, get that, get that, get that. So I think Summer thinks it's all hers. And she would tell me what was inside before I opened it. So Fatius 07, welcome. Check Disc PM. Oh, Discord, sorry. Like disc. What is this, like old style computering? Oh, well, we could start in Pyro. Whatever Pyro 4's, just Pyro, is it Terminus for Pyro 4? We'll head to Pyro 4, because what I want to do is check out a bit of weather. Although I don't know if Pyro 4 has weather, does it? Oh no, Pyro 4 does, but Pyro 3 doesn't. Unless they've changed that since. I want to check out the other facilities there. Caveman Crafting, how are you doing? Named and shamed, my friend, on Star Citizen Live. I heard you and Das Really Cool. I was watching it, and when I hear the names of you guys being called out, I'm like, I hear yous. Zozda, welcome. L7. Caveman Marketing Fluff Crafting. Yeah, what a thing to say, though. Binks, welcome. 07. Yeah, exactly, Das. It's just a sweet, like, there's no point in trying to think about what to get each other. Let Summer decide. And in 20 years, I will be hugging them. Yeah, they'll probably have been, like, disintegrated, but I'll frame them. So new weather is on Hurston at called Pyro 4 and Pyro 1. Because they did have it on Pyro 3, didn't they? And Pyro 4, and then they disabled it on both. And then they re-enabled it on Pyro 4, but they haven't re-enabled it on Pyro 3 yet, from what I understand. Dad jokes, how you doing? Anyone know a workaround for the hangar bug that keeps you from being able to leave Homeworld? I don't. Does anyone know of any fixes, or not fixes, but workarounds for the hangar bug, other than maybe getting someone to fly you somewhere? Darren, S7, welcome. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, the answer doesn't really define it, but it was a silly question. Or a silly statement. But yeah, the joystick broke wasn't really a good answer to it. Yeah, all PTU today. Hunter, welcome. You're new yourself. Just wondering, because I just discovered the amazing ability to rob cargo off ships. How viable would you say this is to earn a good amount of money? It can be very viable. You just need to know where to go and sell it. So, places like Grim Hex, there are also, if anyone can drop into chat, because I can't remember where they are, there are also a couple of space stations. I mean, Pyro, you should be a little better off selling this stuff, but in Stanton, there's a couple of space stations where there are no questions asked terminals, or salvage yards like Devlin and so forth. If you find any loose cargo, you can grab it and go and... Is it Cruel 4 and Cruel 5? And then anywhere in Pyro. And the salvaging yards. So you can essentially choose from those locations, where, depending on where you are, if you find any cargo, and then just go and sell it. Some of it you can sell for a lot of money, like the drugs, anything like that you find, Quantanium and so forth. But others, are pretty worthless. But yeah, it's absolutely a good way. In fact, it's kind of the way I like playing. It's more organic. You're discovering things from what has happened in the verse rather than just taking on a mission and so forth, you know. Rex, welcome. Vegna, 07, nice to see you. Yeah, Brio's Breakers, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, Dad Jokes. Just pop into chat, just say you're at the space station, your hangar is balked. Can I get a ride up to, wherever you are, the space station above you? And, 9 times out of 10, there'll be someone around who will be able to help. Good luck, Tiberius. Good luck. What? No, what do you mean they're not going to use those graphics? Of course they will. They're not saying they're not using those graphics. They're saying the method of which quantum... was it about the quantum boosting? Quantum boosting is still going to be a thing. It's just they said it's changed since. Not the visuals necessarily have changed. They're talking about the actual mechanic and how it works and what you can do with it. Are you over here, Tolman? Yeah, I don't know why it's low quality over there. Mr. Derp, welcome. 7. Being a legit PvP pirate takes a shitload of patience. I mean, playing Star Citizen takes a ton of patience anyway. But yeah, depending on what you do, it can either be for better, for worse. No, not the whole thing. At the end of the day, you're talking about the ship experience team, or the vehicle experience team. You're not talking to the visual effects people. The VFX people will tell you whether the VFX have changed or not. The actual gameplay experience team will tell you how the process may work and what's going to be available. Then it gets handed, once they've finished with what they're doing, they hand it to the downstream team, being VFX, audio, and whatnot, and then they come up with the visuals. For all I know, it might have changed, but that's not what they were saying. You notice one of the orange level ambush missions in Stanton sometimes has you going after a raft, and you can get up to from 1 to 40 SEU of gold. Oh, I mean, there are ways, obviously these missions do provide, but I do prefer myself just those organic, stumble-upons. So today, citizens, we are going to be jumping into the PTU. I think Deacon's bringing his Idris, and I'm going to fly a fighter over to his Idris, and then we're going to fly around these various facilities, the new, not Pyro 1 facilities, but Pyro 4 locations, and explore them, see what they're like before they become just completely murder hobo homelands for a good duration of time. Hopefully with the weather as well, because I've not experienced weather on an Idris. I feel like that might be quite fun. What you struggle with the most is getting components and discovering the value. Yes, what I tend to do, so next to me I have my iPad, and I have Urkel, a website, ERKUL I believe it's called, as a reference point, so I can see, and Cornerstone as well. So I use Urkel to see what the stats are and the value in shops, and Cornerstone as well to help with value of other items. And you just have to, this is experience, this is the experience of playing and learning this stuff. Take your time with it. You're not going to know everything. Most of the time when we do our trade meets, I'm like, how much is this, Deacon? What are we selling this for? And then they come up with, they check when I don't check. Yeah, they're essentially getting rid of nav mode, but the distance and speeds at which you travel between SEM and quantum travel is quantum boosting, and you can quantum boost, I believe, in any direction. He said up to 300 kilometers, but that's just a number plucked out of, his backside. It could be, they'll decide that and tune it in as they see fit. But before, what we saw at CitizenCon 2 years back, they said it was anything up to 30 kilometers that you could quantum boost. Now it sounds like anything up to whatever, like 300 kilometers. And what that means is the speed is not like a set speed. It is, you are continuously accelerating up to, I believe anyway, what was it? 0.2 the speed of light? No, speed, yeah. What was it? I can't remember what the actual rate was of quantum travel, but you're constantly accelerating up to that speed. And so if you're quantum boosting 30 kilometers, you'll be constantly accelerating up to 0.2 speed of whatever. But you'll never make it to that speed, because by that time you'd have reached the destination. I'm sure there is a lot more nuance and details to it, but that's essentially what they're saying. Graham, hey all! How you doing? Thanks for shouting. Archon, welcome. Yeah, the Reclaimer, along with many ships, need a lot of work. Yeah, they're definitely useful, Hunter, those websites. I use them all the time. They tend to be the go-to. Until we get it in-game with, like, Whiteley's Guide and whatnot, they're the best way of figuring it out. This stuff Yogi was talking about was intermediary, and he said himself there was quantum travel code not in yet, so the speeds and options to us in the upcoming changes are also going. Yeah, at the end of the day, everything to do with flight, even when we get all of these new flight updates, will still change. There's still so much more to do. And like he was saying about the misunderstanding of this whole heavy fighter thing, they're not saying that heavy fighters are great. They're perfect. Let's leave them as. They're saying it's not necessarily the heavy fighters that need to change. It's more every other ship surrounding that category. And how that will impact. Like, you don't have to make a direct change to heavy fighters to make heavy fighters more capable or beneficial. it also is determined by every other type of vehicle and their strengths and weaknesses. But everyone was like, oh, they said heavy fighters are fine. Oh my god, the idiocy in some of this community is just beyond. Hawk, how you doing? Welcome. Like, if people, like, I don't know, people complain about CIG all the time, but if people aren't willing to listen, there's nothing more they can do, is there? Did you happen to see my DM? No, I don't think I did. I had to make an unfortunate addition to the... Oh, yes. Yes, I have contacted him, Revux, and mentioned that he will no longer be able to be invited into our things. I mean, there's been a couple of incidents with him anyway, which is a shame. You know, you can guarantee every time I go on holiday, something stupid happens. And not on you, damn it. It's shit that it happened to you, mate. But it's like... you just want to play the game and enjoy the game, and people act like dickheads, and you have to do the whole dad voice of, like, talking to a toddler. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't blow up org members' ships and expect to be invited into an org event. It's like... So, yeah, I've contacted him, and unfortunately, you know, he can no longer be a part of that. Whether he still tries to or whatever, we'll deal with it in-game, but it's a shame when people act silly, you know. Boogie, welcome, because I too enjoyed having him around. He was a lot of fun. No, still no fire. So, engineering, before we see fire come into the game, we will see it in the tech preview. The tech preview will open up, I'm hoping, within the next couple of weeks. Maybe a little longer, it depends on how close they are with getting engineering into game. But they'll put it into tech preview, and it could remain in tech preview for a while, right? There's a lot of things, a bit like balancing ship performance. There's a lot of variables with components, and it's a very important system that affects everybody, because everybody owns a vehicle or a ship, and they have to use them. Even if you're just a passenger on board, engineering still affects you, because if there's a fire, you need to know what to do. So, yeah, sorry, Damage, for not responding, mate, by the way. So they want to open it into a tech preview channel, which is, you know, a separate channel where they can test things without it impacting the PU, and see how it, and just balance it and tune it, tweak it, fix the bugs from there. And that will include fire. I assume it'll come immediately with fire, but I don't know. And then from there it'll be, you know, just continuous tweaking until, oh, well, that kind of, there's been 2 videos. What on earth? That was my playlist. Bear with me. Let me just figure out this playlist, because I shuffled it and it played like 2 or 3 videos, and then it suddenly stopped. We don't have to sit through that again. Don't worry. But yeah, I don't know when it's going to hit the tech preview. Hopefully as soon as possible, because I'm excited for. As with anyone, I'm excited for the. Engineering gameplay, so let's get it on, or get it in, more like. Yes, unfortunately, I mean, there are so many people in the community who should not be playing. Simple as, because if they're getting upset about every single little change, it's, you know, playing an alpha is not the time for them to be playing, because it is just going to continue on like that. You know, until 1.0. And if they're struggling to deal with their emotions now, they need to take breaks. Yes, very true. Heavy fighters should not be able to outmaneuver a light or medium fighter with ease. But they should be able to outgun them. They should have heavier armor. They should do more damage, of course. You'd be happy being an engineer and a mechanic on a large ship. I haven't played Baratrama, no. I've seen it. But yeah, I'm excited to be an engineer and have no idea what is going on above deck. But, you know, slaving away, trying to fix what is going on and running around like a headless chicken in an unorganized way, trying to fix the issues, not knowing where we're going, what's going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yo, Sir Cools, welcome. If StarCitizen was a table CIG are making, a lot of the community are talking about the polish, whereas CIG hasn't finished making the table legs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good analogy. I'm bad with analogies, so I'm glad that you came up with one, because mine would have been worse. Real Exodus, welcome. Highway Hero, welcome. Robert, welcome. My problem with what Yogi said is he insinuated heavy fighters had too much HP, which is dumb. I think it's more to do with just how they're not sure if having... I mean, what he's saying as well is your HP isn't going to mean anything, right? Right now, HP is obviously artificial because it's... Well, it's not artificial, it's HP. Because there is a meta. There is a traditional health system for Star Citizen. When they move away from this and they get to the physical damage, none of it will mean anything if it's 5 times stronger or whatever, because it is all based on physics. But what he's saying is that it's not... He doesn't know if being 5 times stronger is the right answer, or being less or more is the right answer. He's just throwing out there his opinion. That doesn't mean when they change it, it'll go in the opposite direction or it'll be worse. It's just, he doesn't know yet because they're still figuring it out. You're stopping playing because I can't have an all black paint on my saber. Yeah. Not Redner, welcome. L7, welcome. Many players who aren't prepared to wait should not be able to play. Should not be playing. Truth is, it's partly CIG's... Oh, yes, absolutely. Obviously, the marketing... The way that the patches are put out, which, in all honesty, I don't know a better way of doing it outside of just showing every single bug during their, trailers, which is a bit odd for, a trailer of a game. But I think, yeah, it's on both sides, isn't it? Where it can seem deceiving because it isn't accurate, but it's the intention of what that's supposed to be like, minus bugs, but of course there are bugs and so forth, so it's not an easy thing to explain, I guess. That's why it's good to do proper research. I hope that CIG can balance 3 test environments. Well, they've done it in the past. They've had 4 before, haven't they? Where we've had PTU, EPTU, live, and tech preview. Yo, Nosk. Your favourite flight model, 1.3, 2.4. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in a similar vein there, but that wouldn't work anymore, I think, with bigger ships. I don't know enough because, I'm not the one seeing all the data, but it certainly needed to change with the way they wanted spaceflight to be, especially. And even then, at 1.3, 2.4, we didn't even have atmospheric flight. Remoyne, welcome. 07. Badman, welcome. Oh, you haven't been able to get in because of hangar bugs, Fatius. I'm hoping. A lot of people are still having these hangar bugs. I think it's to do with the instancing tech, isn't it? From what I understand. Hopefully that's on their sort of top priority list to fix. But, yeah, we'll see. Or one of their top priorities. Solegs, welcome. Yeah, exactly. As Apox says, 2.0 flight era. Great for light fighters, but not suitable for anything else, or atmospheric flight transitioning between the two. Flood, how you doing? Aunt Yogi and the other heavy fighter guy, not native English speakers. Yes, yeah, only Rich is native to the is English, and that's understandable. A lot of things can get lost in translation, especially if it's a non-English listening to a non-English speaking English. I struggled to listen to the other chap. His English was better than my, Spanish or Italian or whatever. But, it can be difficult to understand what they're saying, so I get it, Anyway, we're going to jump in. Jack, welcome. Yes, I had a lovely time, thank you. It was just nice to get away, and holidays are not holidays as much anymore because we have a 3-year-old running around, but it's still nice to take a break from work, from Star Citizen, and we were in, we're in Centre Parks in a cabin in the woods, and it was nice weather, so it was really, really nice and pleasant just to be chilling out, really. Star Citizen, where are you? So, PTU. Launching. The whole point of heavy fighters where larger ships are concerned is to create an opening for other ships to launch them. Yeah, and, I think heavy fighters are going to come into their own more so once we have armor. Because light fighters, even medium fighters, they're not going to be able to do any damage to a heavy ship. To a large ship, sorry. They're not intended for that. Their guns are just not big enough or powerful enough to do so. So, having a heavy fighter, it'll have its intended role, which is not really where Star Citizen is at just yet. I think with, the Idris, the Polaris, the Perseus soon, those sorts of ships coming in, there's definitely going to be more of a reason for them and a purposeful role for them. But, yeah, you don't want to really be engaging in a dogfight with an agile light fighter. It's not going to be the optimal use case of a heavy fighter, but it should still be able to survive and fight back decently. And this is the other thing about, like what they were talking about, skill and so forth, but also use cases are even more so important in Star Citizen for each type of vehicle. And you could set up a vehicle that is ideal for taking on a particular ship with a particular setup, but anything out of that, anything changing in that, it makes it moot, or, less effective. Mac. No, what am I doing here? Just go. Let's just get in. I couldn't see it because of the QR code. I need to get rid of it. Oh, Hunter, how you doing over on Twitch? I don't know. It's not been mentioned about a... Let me just jump in and then we're going to Pyro 4, aren't we? To check. Is it Checkmate? No, it's not, is it? Is it Ruin Station? Is Pyro 4 Ruin Station? Or is that Pyro... I can't remember now, because Pyro 3 is Obituary. Checkmate is Pyro 2. Which is the closest? Will it be... Just trying to think of where it is. It's Checkmate's probably the closest, isn't it? Yeah, nice one. Alright, coming in. Yeah, a lot of heavy fight, like what they were saying. Heavy fighters are not in a bad place necessarily. It's that everything else surrounding it is not balanced accordingly for heavy fighters, and there's a lot more needed. Oh, Obituary you're at, Deacon. Sorry, mate. I should have read that first. Taron, welcome. They do, Les. The whole three-nager is absolutely true. My lord. She has an attitude. It's crazy. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Hunter. Derek, welcome. Yeah, I've not seen the worm myself. Not the big one, anyway. But it's, it's cool looking. Right. You should be able to send me a friend request, or do I need to come out of game to do so, Deke? There it is. Excellent. So, controls. I'll just grab a small ship and come find you. It is Jump Point. How you doing? Yeah, it's, from what we can see, it's only going to be the irradiated, for the time being, for 4.2 anyway, it's only going to be the irradiated worm at Pyro 1. So we don't even have them on Monox or Daymar, which when they come to there, it's going to be cool. Yeah, something also that Rich said during that whole thing about, not just heavy fighters, but in general, is how with the new flight model, they've got... Oh, yes, it's working nicely. How are you doing? Maybe you can't hear me. Hang on. Copy. Are you hearing me all right, Deke?
Yeah, it's a bit faint, but I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's turned up. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, there's there's a lot of other options exposed to them now with the flight model that they can change and tweak. So as much as that complicates things a lot more, it also just makes it a lot more varied for them. So it should be a lot more detail between the ships. Yo, Apoc. Ghost, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth holding out until 4.2 now for the next episode, because it's, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'm going to have time until 4.2 anyway to get the next episode out. E-Hawk, welcome. The non-event Apex worms. Yes, exactly, me too. Eight size 3s. Yeah, that definitely is suited to smaller ships. Christian, how you doing? Biker Scout 07. Anyone interesting, Caveman? Care to share? Yeah, I'm really excited for when health pools do go away. Like, I'm obviously, as with a lot of us, we're all excited to see the new flight model. A bit apprehensive, of course, but interested. Hunter, thank you so much for gifting Kongsang a gift sub, my friend. Beers and party, please. Thank you so much.
Alright, I'm outside.
Copy. I'm really excited to see the flight model. Not just space flight model, not just combat flight, but general flight in atmosphere, making it feel more realistic. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about now. Health pools, getting rid of the meta, getting rid of all that sort of stuff. Yeah, when they move to the physical system. So, for example, if this is your ship wing, right now you could keep shooting it with whatever, a pistol. It'll eventually, the health pool will deplete to 0 and it'll break off. Traditional health pool method. In Star Citizen, you could keep shooting it, it'll punch a hole through it, and then it'll be pointless. There'll be, any other shot on it won't do anything. Which is where penetration comes in. The components behind... let's take a Raven. The components behind that location will also be, potentially damaged. So this is why big ships versus little ships. Little ships are going to do nothing to big ships. Firstly, their weapons will probably not do anything to the shields, but also their weapons, ballistic weapons even, are not strong enough or big enough to penetrate through the ship armor of large ships. All ships have an intended role. That's not to say you can't deviate from that with setups and tunings and so forth, and switching off IFCS to safeties to tailor it to more your style. But you're not going to be taking out a certain ship for a certain role. You're going to be using it for a particular reason. Darren 07. Yeah, a bit like Red Faction, I guess. It's physically based damage. It's not a traditional health pool with this wing has 100 health, this wing has 100 health. Once that reaches 0, the thing just breaks off. It is physicalized. That's where they're going to. They want to remove the meta. Of course, meta will exist in each circumstance, but like the example, I think I mentioned it earlier. You could have a ship set up perfectly to take on a Saber Raven, a default Saber Raven. That's the meta for that ship to take on this ship. Just based on, its purpose and its role and its abilities. But anything else changing in that scenario, be that an IFCS safety toggle, a different component, a different shield, for example, or a different weapon or whatever, will make that meta different. And it won't be the meta anymore. So you might have a ship that is ideally suited to taking on one particular ship, but you come up against another ship, which is very likely, it's not going to matter. Don't know, E-Hawk. I have just jumped in, mate. So hopefully we'll give it a good little bit of testing and see how she goes. The Saber Raven is a small ship. What do you mean? Shall I ring the tower? Or whatever you call it. I probably shouldn't, because I'll likely just crash into the tower. Entering you now, Deacon. Warblade 07, mate. Welcome. What do you want? Tall? Skinny? Latte?
Oh, you might want to move.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. Beautiful. Yeah, ship repair as well. Exactly. It all goes hand in hand. What do you mean, as opposed to like the Sulin or?
It looks like a dish from behind.
Oh, it does. I think they actually intended, well, not intended, but they thought about working on a dish-style Argo ship and then scrapped it, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Landing services AI later on for docking requests. What do you mean, AI versions of that? Regular Bob, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Beers and patty, please. What the heck? Must be your shit. What's that sound anyway? Can you hear it like a whooshing? Oh, it's gone.
No.
It's this light. Bend down, look at this light.
Yeah, they have like it's like they're scraping it across the head.
Yeah, needs oiling. What, the Raven, Jason?
Would almost think they were made by Drake.
Oh, I really shouldn't be firing those lasers. I didn't accidentally do it then. I do have a bit of a trigger finger, an itchy trigger finger from time to time. But I forget about the PDCs. I shouldn't be firing anywhere near it. Yo, GN, the Prowler utility. I'm liking the fact that they've done that.
You can shoot at Idris without shooting back.
Oh, of course, PTU, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. No, I can't remember the reason why I really like the Prowler utility. I like the way it claws open and claws shut. Stealth cargo running. A lot of people complaining about, you know, the price comparison between that. Why wouldn't you just get this? It's it's a stealth cargo runner. It's going to be great for bringing in. Hey up, what was? Are you testing it? Are you testing those PDCs, APOC? For testing like battleground hot drops, where you need to like get into a. Oh boy, you pushed it. Well, you know, we checked. So, for example, you might be needing to bring supplies in to a location where there's. Have we got that Pisces? I'll come with.
It's a note to everybody: if you shoot the Idris, it absolutely will still shoot you back.
I mean, you gave it a bit of pummeling, though, didn't you? It wasn't like, I love tap.
Go in, but don't turn on the engines until you're out. Close the door behind you.
Okay.
It will drop you out automatically. But
Okay.
if you turn on the engine, it won't drop you.
Rightio. Sorry, say that again. I wasn't listening.
If you turn on the engine now, it won't drop you automatically. If you leave the engine off, it will kick you out.
All right. I'm in and I'm ready. I like that.
A real drop shot.
Yeah, like literally dropped. So, yeah, the MSR, welcome, by the way, Papa. The MSR, I don't know how much of a... I don't know the, you know, the facts and stats of every ship, but ships that are supposed to be stealth, when we get stealth, which we still need the actual, you know, engineering first, the new signature system first. Once we get those in, then stealth will make sense and work properly. And the MSR, I don't know if it's supposed to be a stealth ship. Roger, welcome aboard. I don't think... Is it supposed to be a stealth ship? I thought it was just a what do you call it, runner. A blockade runner rather than a stealth. But that's not to say you can't put stealth components in any ship and be stealthy, right? I really don't know where I'm supposed to redock this, Deacon.
Just land where you park your Raven.
It's a good idea. That'll save some embarrassment. As I fumble around trying to find it.
That's ready.
Touchdown!
Beautiful.
Nicely done.
Let me know when you're out and I'll just shut up everything and then open the door manually. Yo, Castellian, welcome. Roger. But yeah, they, I like having an actual intended stealth ship. Right now, we don't have much reason for it, but there will be. Oh, thank you. Of course, like with anything. People just comparing main, you know, proper prices and whatnot, it's not always the case, especially when the gameplay isn't there to support that yet. No, the MSR isn't a stealth ship, is it? Should have cargo as non-scanning. Like they probably will. I mean, that's a good call. And I think as part of the stealth tech, that's the intention. So it would make sense that the don't hold up the stairway. It would make sense that it would be able to maybe shelter its cargo bay like you see with, what is it, the Taurus? Is it the Taurus that has a sort of stealth bay? I think that's the thing with the MSR as well, isn't it? Maybe that's what you're getting confused about, is how it has the hidden compartment where it won't show up on scanners. But at the end of the day, the Prowler utility will not show up on scanners unless it's like a specific scanner or is, you know, going hot or whatever. Allowing for cargo to be transported to places without being detected, which is a very important part. Not yet. There's no real reason for it. But when we have things like base building, if you're wanting to remain in a location that's nice and secretive, you don't want to be dropping off resources and having everyone watch you do it. So I'm glad to see, and it's a cool looking ship with those, you know, lobster bays opening up. Are we trying to find the? Oh, of course, good call there actually. Hey, Puck, I never thought about that. Furious Ruse, how you doing? Yeah, I mean technically you can still use stealth now, but it's not its truest form, right? We're still missing a lot of important tech to make stealth proper. It's not truly systemic. It's kind of just a bit of a not a fate system. It's just it works based on stats, but it's not based on the true signature system and so forth. But from my understanding, it's kind of like a part system, but not proper. So technically, you can make most ships stealthy, but the Prowler utility is designed from the Prowler itself is designed from the ground up to be stealthy, right? So it has that ability. And they will put a second entrance in the MSR. Yeah, they've said as much. Just trying to find my way to the... Ah, here it is. I think... No, that's downstairs. I'm just going to keep walking. I should use the map. I can use the map and mark it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to figure it out myself. Bridge. There we are. Yo, Blade Runner, how you doing? Avenger 1 has a good thought, and that it is to make heavy fighters have more thrust so they can boom and zoom. Well, I mean, that's certain ships will have that, like the Vanguard, for example, is supposed to be a bit of a boom and zoom ship. But it's not that every heavy fighter should be a boom and zoom. That's like a role that a heavy fighter can be. But it is there's more to it than just, you know, making every heavy fighter have more thrust. I'm sure in a lot of circumstances, a lot of the heavy fighters will. But yeah, the technique will differ between... There's no need to salute, my friend. Ooh, look at this. Sun rays. Well, you should take the captain's chair, to be fair, Deke. It is your ship.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thanks.
I'll take the co-pilot.
Okay. Yo, Kemule, welcome. Oh, no. Just me? I don't know what's happened. Have I just crashed or something? Yeah, there is signs. I just need to read them. Exactly. The only thing I'm not a fan of the Prowler utility is the handrail on the catwalk in the cargo bay. Is that so that you can't sort of jump out that way? Kind of like the TAC. Oh, not the TAC, sorry, the Star Lancer. Chris, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Welcome. I didn't go splat. I didn't do anything. Have I crashed? Shall I Alt F4? Let me do that. And then I'll relaunch and hopefully it'll put me back where I was. I think we may have found another Idris bug with a captain's chair. Yo, Jazz, how you doing? Last week I was off, mate. It was from Monday to Friday I was away, and then we came back on Friday. And then over the weekend it's kind of been playing catch-up. A Prowler bed. I guess the point is, it's not one... I mean, it would be cool to have a stealth hauler which you could log out in. But saying that, the whole logging out premise of needing a bed is going to be gone. So it doesn't really matter, does it, if it has a bed or not in the future? Because beds aren't going to be necessary to log in and out of. But I guess maybe you do need a bed to log out in a ship to get the ship to go. I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, the idea being you're a stealth hauler with a small amount of cargo capacity. It's more for doing quick stealth runs than long duration stealth runs, if that makes sense. And of course, the Prowler itself being a dropship, no one's going to be logging out in a dropship while they're en route to drop, right? It's like, let's just get out of here. Coffee, welcome. Yeah, exactly. It feels like it should peel off of something like a Kraken. What, the Prowler? That would be kind of cool. Where it just kind of goes... with that sound effect as well. A point of contention for everyone who purchase ships. Well, you know, I mean, I don't think people buy ships specifically because it has a bed. They buy them for the ship, and if it comes with a bed, that's a positive in most cases. If it doesn't, I wish it did. I don't know anyone who's bought a ship purely based on the fact that it has a bed. They may have decided between one or the other, like, should I get a Mustang Alpha or an Aurora? I'll get the Aurora because it has a bed. I get that, but you know, the point of logging out. I'm sure there will be other benefits. You know, many people who bought a ship for a bed. Yeah, but it's a nice ship, though. It's like there are other options there with beds, like the Cutter, for example. You didn't buy the Intrepid purely because it has a bed. You bought it because you liked the ship, and it has a bed versus picking a different ship. But when it comes to logging out and not needing a bed, I don't know how that's going to work with a ship. If a ship has a bed, you log out in the bed. All we know right now is that your character will get some buffs from, being well rested, whatever that will mean. Whereas if they log out without a bed, they won't. So they're not necessarily going to be needed, but at the same time, is there going to be something to do with ships where, if you don't use a bed, it will exist permanently? I can't imagine that will be the case, but yeah, I'm assuming it'll just be the case of if you log out in a bed or not a bed in a ship, it'll still disappear as you would expect, but you just won't be well rested. A bed with PDCs on, just a bed with a bunch of PDCs. Oh yeah, no, I get that, Noz. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, what I'm saying is I don't know if, when... What's that, Sandman? About not needing a bed? Yeah, Chad mentioned it a while back that a bed isn't going to be necessary to log out. They're looking into ways of making it so that you could be in the middle of nowhere without a bed and you can still log out and come back to where you left off. But beds are just going to be, buffs, like well-rested buffs. Oh, you're on about the group bed logging. Yeah, I actually don't remember that myself. I don't remember ever having the option to group bed log. Not that I'm saying you're not being honest, Apoc. I'm sure it was there, but I don't remember it myself. Loki, welcome. Gadfly, welcome. Good morning. Disturb my sleep at your peril. Yeah, don't sit in the crew seats to fall asleep. You'll wake up with like a... Ooh. You're not into strategy much, but I am picturing an A1 carbit bombing an area and then the Prowler utility popping in behind, dropping off gear or scooping it up. Yeah, so the Prowler is going to be... It's not necessarily even a Prowler for that use, but obviously with it being a stealth ship, there's less chance of being targeted by AA guns or other ships. So it would be quite useful, that. But when there's going to be battle zones, right? It's going to happen naturally. I'm sure CIG will create them with missions as well. But naturally, when we have the ability to build on land and mine on land and whatnot, and not be able to buy that land officially because we're in a no-sec area, there's going to be land wars. And these will be combined arms over a great area, with land, maybe even sea and air things happening. And having a way to, especially if there's like a front line of that fight, where you're trying to get ground because you want to take this particular area, there's going to be things like fobs, and there's going to be pushing and so forth. And you'll want to be able to bring in supplies, food, even water for your players. And having a vehicle that can do that undetected is going to be very useful. Balancing the ship dogfighting is going to fail because lighter fighter craft will always prevail because of its maneuverability. Well, no, not necessarily. Provided, when we get the physical damage system, heavier ships are going to have heavier armor that smaller ships will do less damage to. There's going to be heavier weapons on those ships, which, if you have two very good pilots, well, I don't know how it's going to work out, but the heavy pilot will still be able to get on target at some point. There's so much more to the whole balancing of ships beyond just light fighters always being supreme over heavy fighters. There's so much more to it than just assuming, across the board, it's always going to fail. It's not. There's a lot of things they can do to tune things, and as I say, smaller guns will struggle against larger ships or even heavy fighters to some degree. David, welcome. Yeah, a well-rested buff. Exactly. Whatever that means. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Do I need to recopy? Ah, nuts. All right. Let's just go back to this for a second while I do that. I just realised I was sitting there waiting on a loading screen for a long while. Bear with me, guys. And as they say, they've got a lot of things, a lot of tools and a lot of variables exposed to them with a new flight model that will allow them to tune and tweak things to make sure that they feel appropriate and fit roles that they're intended to. But that's not to say that they can't be tweaked and tuned to cater for other roles. Plus, don't forget, you know, a lot of heavy fighters have turrets, which are ideal for dealing with smaller ships, lighter fighters. You don't have to have a super maneuverable heavy fighter to be able to take on a light fighter. You can, you know, turrets will be able to do that. All right, APOC, yeah, I'll meet you guys back at Checkmate. Flipping just started. Let me just see if my email has come through yet. There it is. Excellent. All right, let me just try launching. Might be a little too early, but I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. In fact, I'll go and get some water while we're loading. Am I a bit too early yet? I should probably close the launcher, actually. That might work. Bear with me. Let me just shut the launcher down. I should have done that in the first place. That's my mistake, I think. That space blanket in the Starfarer, yeah. I think a lot of people bought it for that, to be fair. If I had the funds at the time, I would have bought it for that. Ba ba ba. It's done it again, look, where the it's played like 1 or 2 videos from my playlist and then just stopped weirdly. Odd question. What do you welcome, Yend? What do you think of the Prowler? I think they have not finished tuning it. I think right now that is just either a mistake or it's just where it is at. And as they bring in systems like the signature system and components engineering, that'll change and be dialed into where it needs to be set. Yo, Colo, you don't like it? Why don't you like it? In your opinion, it's a flop, I'm assuming, is what you're trying to say there. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a niche. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with niche ships. Why is that a problem? There we are. Right, let me try this again. Mike Sparrow, welcome. Simply Masterful, how you doing? So you're basing it on 32 SEU, and I think the trouble is we're all looking at it in a, well, not me, but people are looking at it as a ship with a limited amount of cargo space and a unfinished signature system, stealth, engineering, components, you know, all this sort of stuff. It'll be a very useful ship for the role that it's intended for. If it is not worth 300 to you, then simply don't buy it, or pick it up in game if you want it. There are obviously better options for various things right now, but when we do have proper stealth, proper reasons to be bringing in around 32 SEU of resources in a location where stealth is required, then it's going to be a great ship to use. But right now, with what we have in game, yeah, it's probably not the most optimal in any areas. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come with stealth and engineering and signature systems starting to roll out soon, where it will actually be very useful when that comes. Yeah, I'm back. Welcome.
You can use open all if you like. Thingy is, yeah.
Yeah, at the moment it doesn't have a great deal of gameplay versus other ships. I think that's the actual complaint. Rather than it being a useless ship, it's, you know, there's a lot of ships we have right now that are effectively useless because they don't have a lot of reason to use it versus something else. But with the signature system pretty much in testing internally, and I guess on the cusp of rolling out, probably into a tech preview first, and engineering rolling out into a tech preview soon as well, there is definitely going to be a lot of use cases for it. I don't know, Astro. It's enclosed cargo, so I assume it will be shielded because it's inside, isn't it? It's not external cargo. Right, let me get to my ship again. We'll try this again. Hopefully it won't happen. Yeah, we're getting like, well, this week we're getting 27 degrees, which is nice. No, we're not trying the worm. We're just going to Pyro 4 to see weather in an Idris, check out these facilities as well. I want to explore those facilities on Pyro 4. The only places I've been to in 4.2 is Pyro 1 with the Lazarus Science location, which I never even... Oh, no, I did get to it. Or maybe I didn't. I can't remember if I did or not. I think I did. But I've not seen the other locations. Oh, thank you, Flood. It's all good, mate. I don't want to do too much of the event stuff because I'd rather wait until it's in the PU and it's quieting down a bit before I jump into that. Beardy, thank you so much for the 47-month resub. Beers and party, please. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Yeah, if it's purely cargo capacity that you're after, then there are obviously way better ships to use, irrespective of how much it costs with real money. But when it comes to running stealth cargo, I'm sure it'll have its point. Like every ship. And this is the thing that they have said from the beginning, is that every ship, as much as right now in the alpha, may not fulfill the role that they are intended for, you know, on the website. That is still the intention of where they're aiming to get to. Thank you, Mike Sparrow. That is very kind of you to say, my friend. Much appreciated. Oh no, you can have your own opinion, Colo. I'm just disagreeing with it. That's all. I mean, obviously your choice of aesthetics, especially, is you know, there's no point in arguing that because we each have our own aesthetics. All I'm saying is that the Prowler utility being a niche ship is not a bad thing, nor is it a flop.
It's open in the back.
Okay, I'm taking off any second. Just lifted my landing gear then, even though I'd not even taken off. Thankfully, it doesn't actually impact it. In fact, I might as well keep it down, to be fair. Oh, I've got auto fly on, or whatever that's called. Cruise control. We'll try that again. Hey, we got two sabers. Winter 07, how you doing? Dodger 07, how you doing as well?
Yeah, one of them is open in the back, locked.
It'd be good if I could fly over the top of it, but I'm not going to risk it. Alright, I'm in. Seems like they're increasing the firepower of ships in general. I wonder if the 400i will get more. Yeah, they've definitely gone through and tweaked a lot of the firepower options and so forth. I'm sure there's a lot more to come with these sorts of changes and tweaks, though. Huggies, how you doing? I'm happy with ships being super niche and far from changing the meta. It's less temptation for me to buy them and a brief reprieve from the previously mentioned new meta of the month. Yeah, at the end of the day, like, don't be buying ships anyway based... obviously, if you're playing the alpha day in, day out, and you want to have something that is the best at this time, because it is, you know, your security for an org, and you want to keep up with that, then of course you need to be chasing that meta every single time it changes. But at the end of the day, the game is far from finished, and there is... yo, Penguin. And there is a lot more updates to come, a lot more systems to come that will change all that anyway, before it is anywhere near ready or fit, you know, final. Yeah, I've had a week off, Winter. It feels like it's been a lot longer though. How are things? And Spantech 07, welcome. Yeah, no more buffing, no more nothing, no more balance. If the Prowler could be outfitted in the future to be like the Razor Crest or Slave One, in what way? Do you mean, Mike? Zimba, how you doing? Here's 7. You got buffing again. Eric, welcome. Hopefully the ship firepower increases means they will be generous with how... Ablative armor. Ablative? Is that a word? Or am I... Yeah, it was a bit. I take it we just jumped into quantum or something, did we? Yeah, I don't know why the increase in weapon or anything like that. There's probably a lot of reasons just to kind of bring them in line with what we currently have. Because, you know, what they're trying to do, and this is the difficulty of, and a double-edged sword, I guess, of a... Oh, my lord. Maybe it's trying to tell me not to sit down there again.
Out-of-body experience. Well, the co-pilot seat works.
Send a friend request. I didn't receive it. Yeah, I'm not going to sit in any seat. I'm just going to watch.
Well, I just sat in the co-pilot. That was fine.
But, yeah, it's gone.
Oh, he's alive now.
Get me up.
Not anymore.
Oh, reactive armor. I've never heard that before. Mm-hmm. It's a clone. Yeah, you can lock the doors, but you can't lock the elevator, unfortunately. You can't lock the elevator yet, can you, on in 4.2 for the bridge?
Let's see.
That would be useful considering the doors lock.
Nope.
Yeah, you can lock the doors. Very handy on the Polaris, but with the elevator, you can still use it. So bear that in mind. You may have locked your doors, but people can still get to you. The chair is now free. White Canary, how you doing? But yeah, the when it comes to flight, when it comes to ships and so forth. Oh, that's right. We were talking about the meta, weren't we? Chasing the meta. There's always a current meta based on the tunings and balancing that they're doing. And they're trying to balance what we have now. They're trying to balance for near term in terms of like the next couple of patches and what's coming and keeping things on track. But also building towards the final version, which is, you know, with Maelstrom, with armor, with penetration, with all the other aspects, engineering and so on. And obviously, in certain circumstances, some ships are better than others throughout this whole process, and that will change. But eventually, all ships will get to the place where they're intended to be, which is kind of what they're sold as. There are exceptions like the Redeemer and so forth that have changed over the years, but what we see in terms of what their intention is where they will be the best for that ship. You know, that's where they'll exceed. Like an interceptor would be better at intercepting than it will be dogfighting, for example. Again, that's not to say you can't tune and tweak things. You certainly can do, but it's like that's its intended role. And if you want to use it for something else, you can adjust it as you see fit. But there is so many variables, and that's before you even bring in player skill and ability and preference and experience and so forth. I know I'm not the only one who absolutely hates the Prowler, but did CIG just run out of ideas? Valk, Asgard, and Prowler utility, and my god, a second prawn-looking ship. What do you mean? Why does everybody hate the Prowler? Is it purely because, for the money, the real-world money, you can haul more cargo right now? Is that the legitimate reason why most people hate the Prowler utility? Because it costs $300 and you could buy a C2, for example. Oh, sorry, icy, like a bounty. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I could see the Prowler being a bounty ship with sort of drop pods. That would be really nice. Tugo, thank you for the follow, by the way, 4 minutes ago. And Frozen, thank you for the follow 5 minutes ago. Apologies, I missed that. Should you get the Talon or Mark II Hornet for a fighter? I would say, if you can, try both and see how you feel about them, and then decide on it then. I personally prefer the Mark II Hornet, but then I don't think I've flown the Talon, or if I have, not as much as I have the Hornet. I think it is definitely worth trying to get hands-on experience with the ships. But do bear in mind, as we've just been saying, things will change. So you might really like the Hornet and get the Hornet, and then the next patch it's changed and you probably prefer the Talon. You know, especially before we get this new flight change. It looks ugly. I think it looks really cool. I think the problem is, Grim, you're taking opinion and assuming that, you know, that is a lack of their ability, which is not the case at all. I think it looks phenomenal and it looks really cool, especially with the claw opening up. I think it's a great idea. There are certain ships that I don't like, but I don't think it's a lack of creativity or experience or anything. Yeah, if it's just cost versus SEU, that's an irrelevant argument, really. Obviously, it's relevant to you if you're thinking of buying it with real money, but it's... Firstly, let's talk in-game prices. Obviously, it doesn't have one yet, and it's probably going to be more expensive in-game anyway than the majority of ships, especially around that price point for 32 SEU. But as I've been saying, when we get to the point where we have actual stealth reasons, hauling reasons, you try bringing in a bigger ship with a bigger signature into a hot zone to drop off 400 SEU versus, you know, of supplies to troops on the front line versus a 32 SEU Prowler that can sneak through. That, you know, you'll have a better time with the Prowler. Yeah, I know, Jack. I think it's surprising to me. I try not to sound sarcastic or like, you know, but I just, sometimes I can't help my reactions. There was a mess with the legal teams on their phones with each other about a possible breach of contract. What was this for, Winter? What happened? Yeah, what's the outcome? Staban, welcome. I will be getting the Prowler utility. Love the aesthetic and gameplay potential. There you go. You were suspended from development for 5 days, but by the end of the week you won the argument. Oh, Jesus.
Not much rain about these places.
Yeah, the clouds are not quite here, are they? But hopefully, during our time here, the rain will come along so we get to experience it in both. Is it the more signature your ship has, the more your ship gets detected? Yes, in essence. Like right now, we're still waiting on a new signature system, an FPS signature system, or scanners, radars. Every single component in your ship, including the ship itself, so the ship generates heat, infrared, electromagnetics and infrared. You know, infrared being heat, electromagnetics being the I suppose the components and things causing spikes in that frequency or whatever that signature is. And then you've got cross section, which is your overall shape. Like an Idris will block out the sun, whereas an Aurora will be a speck in the sun. But also every single component. So every ship has numerous amounts of components. Being power plants, shield generators, weapons, you know, all these things generate heat, electromagnetics, or noise. And let's land up somewhere over here and we'll sort of get a view. Oh, there you go. Maybe we should get on the turrets. You got this, APOC, or do you need us to fire? There it goes. So yeah, every ship kicks out its own signature. You have radars and scanners to detect those signatures, to figure out what those signatures are, and you know, there's a lot of changes to that coming in. So having a ship that can actually stealth its way through and carry cargo is going to be very important. CEO, how are you doing? You're a complete starcitizen noob. Is it better to save up... Sorry, noob. Did I say noob? Save up for a freelancer or go for the Cutlass Black? I would say just... Personally, I would say just go for the Cutlass. The Freelancer is quite an old ship right now. It needs some more of an update. It's still, you know, relatively up to date, but I prefer the Cutlass. And then earn the rest in game, maybe? Yeah, absolutely, Colo. You know, that's the thing, isn't it? And there is a good reason to have ships that we don't like, or not. Sorry, to have a range of vehicles. Some of them that we enjoy, some of them we don't, some of them we wish were made by other manufacturers. It's like cars, and this is the same thing about the whole balancing of cars as well. Is certain cars on paper might be the same, but you get in one and drive the other, you're going to handle them very differently. Personal preference in terms of, you know, style is obviously just an opinion. There is nothing more than that when it comes down to that. And we all have our own, and that's good. That's a good thing. It makes the world feel more alive, more real. Yo, lightsaber. Yeah, it's probably best, Winter, not to reveal anything that you're maybe working on. I don't want to get you in trouble, so, you know, don't... You can keep it to yourself. I would rather that and have you continuing on working rather than getting into bother with it, you know. As much as I appreciate hearing it. Wouldn't it be smarter to get ships we've been waiting for done rather? Again, it's not... Things like the Prowler utility, it's not a big change. Now, specific ships, like the ones like the BMM, the Endeavour, you know, these larger ships, they take a long time to update. And the way that the ship process line works now is really efficient, so it's probably quicker to get these ships out. And I think as well, the reason why they've brought the utility out, a stealth hauler, is because we're not far away from having an actual use case for that. It would be great to get all the backlog out, but at the expense of getting vehicles and ships that we can use now, while also helping to fund the game, adding more variety, I'm actually fine with that. And, you know, I own the BMM. I own other ships that are not in game yet or in need of a gold standard pass. But at the same time, I'm content with getting these ships and vehicles that we can use now that have fun use cases. But again, that's an opinion of mine based on just my feelings towards that. We're all entitled to feel how we feel about it. And I do understand completely those who are annoyed when we get new vehicles versus older ones getting done. I get that, you know.
Yeah.
Say that again, Deacon.
Weren't you saying something?
No. It might have been a delay. A long delay, I guess. But yeah, I'm fine with it. But I completely get why other people aren't. So, which way are we going? This way? Let's go check these places out. I'll need to grab a weapon. Maybe we can stealth our way through, because I think in order to get into these places, don't we need to have their uniforms and things? This is huge. There's and also how many?
Sure, I haven't been here.
How many of these are there? In the like, is there 3 of these locations on Pyro 4? Reminds me a lot of the Good Doctor. I think they reused a lot of that stuff. You got 2 landing. I was VoIP effed.
Boy broke. The ramp isn't touching the ground either.
Oh yeah. We've got people up here. Let's check these buildings out first. See what they do. Don't shoot them just yet. Let's see how they react. They don't look like combatants anyway. Well, the Polaris and the Idris are, and to be fair, the utility Prowler maybe as well, squadron ships. You know, squadron takes precedence. That's why we've seen these things come along. The Idris, the Polaris, they're heavily used in squadron, so they need to be up to snuff. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if things like the Prowler and some of these other ships coming along are because they need them, but that might not be right. So there's 10 of these on Pyro 4, and 2 of the Lazarus stations on Pyro 1. So there's 10 of these locations. So right, they don't have weapons. These aren't these security people. I wonder if we're allowed to be around here.
There's security on the back of them.
Oh, okay, maybe they are security people then. Yep, they're freaking out. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Shoot! Oh, I have a gun. Nicely done. Alright, let me grab a weapon. Where's that coming from? Did he get you in the pancreas? In fact, tell you what, considering they're all probably going to be... Oh, I don't have any craps. Do they have any more ammunition? Let me just swap this then. It's a good old arc light. I mean, we've had that for a century, haven't we now? They don't have any more ammunition, but it's fine. I can just keep picking up their... Not really the range I should be using this weapon at, but whatever. Nope, no, don't grab that one. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I haven't set my spawn. I'm just going to go set my spawn. Must do this before we suffer the consequences. Ow, son of a... Don't see him. Where is he? I think I have a... Do I have a med pen? I do, good. If there's snipers, there is a bit of a worry there as well, because they could put me down. Nicely done, APOC. See what you've done here. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's the way to do it. Let's get going.
Ryan, do you copy?
Yeah, I hear you.
There's a med bed in here where I am.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm still setting the spawn point anyway to the Idris. Probably best to be safe. Boreen, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Might be a while. Because I can't remember which way it is. Where are you? Med bay? In the nose. Is it? Is that it? I'm not saying. I mean, is that it there? that's not it.
It's semi-transparent. That big room you see is the missile room.
Ah, okay. Red, thank you so much. Let me just head this way and see if that takes me somewhere near it. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you doing today? All right, let me just go up here. Just checking some things out. Anything in particular, Breen? Everything is... I'm not going to sing it. It's too rude. Oh, I need my helmet on. There we are. I reckon we can find it. Aha! You're leading me, Apoc. Yo, Ceres, welcome. Good morning. Are you well? Zol, is Evan, sir. How you doing today? Yeah, it was close enough. Oh, wait, who's this? Is this me? This is the old me. Oh, no, I'm forever on board. This is terrible. That might cause a problem. He's just going to keep respawning. Can I drag him or knock him out? I'm going to head on down. We're on Pyro 4. And we are checking out the new facilities. Apparently there's 10 of these facilities. Hang on, cargo bay. That'll get me down. No, it won't. There are 10 of these facilities on Pyro 4. This is just obviously one of them. Mess hall, captain's quarters. If we head to the mess hall, it's across the way. Here we go. What you can do a different bed. That's the only tier 1. Oh, wait. Other beds may work, mightn't they? Oh, very nice. Not a single person in the entire 6 hours. Beautiful. That's what you want when you want to explore new features in Pyro. It's better than I've had it in a while. When your 6 months insurance dies... No, wait. And my ship gets destroyed, can I... Yes, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, insurance. If you've paid real money for your ship, you'll keep it. Don't worry. Right. Yep. Has he got a heavy weapon, or is it not a heavy weapon, but a gun, not a sidearm?
P4. There's another one
Oh,
here.
that's better than what I got. Might take his armor too. Nice, 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 nice. So, boop. Tell you what, let's just drop all this on the floor. Like, can I do this? Should work. Oh, I can't mix it like they can. Just not able to yet. Come on now. This slow looting is painful. It really is.
Something over here, Ryan.
Right, I'm just literally trying to
Explore.
pick up a blooming weapon. Oh, frame rate's just suddenly died. It must be this wind that's come in. Right, I'm on your 6, mate.
some ammo in that box and that one too. I think.
Yeah, nice one.
Ooh. As a matter of fact, come over here, Rod.
Oh, it's all set up nice. Unfortunately, there's shotguns and LMG. I'm not a big fan of those, but they've really got this place set up. Got a
There's a heavy armor in this box over here as well.
This looks like one of those. Is it a quantum drive? Yeah. All sorts of loot here. Yeah, I think it's the wind.
Key card. Looks like there's lab coat in here.
Yeah, we.
It's just
Oh.
it's empty.
Yeah, there's a lot of loot in here. Pickles! We heard about pickles. This is the P4, the P8, sorry, SC, the Squadron one. Well, not the Squadron one, you know what I mean. Any idea if they're going to rework the A1 bombs to not take out cap ships in one try? I think they already have, haven't they? Has that got any information on it?
Does?
I thought they already adjusted the bombs to not one-hit kill things.
Multiple pages too.
Oh, I can't be bothered reading. I'll store it for now, and if we come across somewhere that needs like some information, we'll get it. Can I not store it?
Another box over there.
Oh, it's a bit big. I'm hearing their voices somewhere, but I'm not seeing them. Yo, Madleak, how you doing? Welcome. A better icon for pickles. Don't know. It kind of seems quite apt.
More
Top
weapons
floor.
here.
Oh, bleeding. I'm bleeding. He got me good. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
More in the big box there.
Alright, we're going to have to go with an F-55, I think. Not a big fan of this because the ramp-up time freaks me out. You need to sort of...
hell, there's a lot of people in there.
I'm ready for him. Reloading. Man, I hate this weapon.
You want to trade?
Can do. Yeah, let's use this box if we can. Oof. Oh, I haven't tried the quick swap on the on that. BG with the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. How you doing?
Alright.
Okay. How was your stream, sir? And how are you? Oh, you got a P8 as well? Okay, well, I've got a P8, but I don't know if there's any...
You already got a P4 on your back too.
Well, yeah, P8, but it's not... I'm running out of ammo on it.
That one's pretty good.
Okay, nice. Alright, she's all yours in there. Not a fan of that.
They don't look very abandoned.
Shit, other side. I've pushed in. Got a bit frantic out there. What's this one? This might be a bit better for me. Oh yes, it's got lots more ammo in this. Man, I wish I had my P4 back. Oh boy. Ouch. Woo! This is a bit tense. Oh, I'm here for that. Oh shit, it's just a doctor. Alright, I need more ammo.
These two have some.
Lovely job. Oh, grenade. Do you trust me? I didn't get it. What the hell? Okay. He's not, unfortunately, got extra ammo on him. They don't seem to carry it, do they? It's a sort of separate thing. Oh, there we are.
The other guy.
Yeah, nice one.
I took one of them.
I think it's because I got this big, cumbersome ammo on. Oh, it's not. I'll have to stick him in my backpack for now, I think. Alright, I'm ready. Sandforce, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Beers and party, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Dead end.
Look at that Idris. It's flipping huge. Yeah, this is the civilian AR one. What I mean is it's kind of like... where did you go? What on earth?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, you must have come out of there then. Oh, so weird, yeah. I thought it was like a teleporter. The, I just mean it's the one that they brought out from Squadron. It was originally just in Squadron, wasn't it? And then they... I like made it the civilian one that gave it to us.
Oh, there's a security scanner over here, Ryan.
On my way? Ah, yeah. So what do we need? That doctor.
Hang on.
Yeah, knock her out. No, no. Well, it might work with them, yeah.
Try that guy.
Hang on then. Have you got... I haven't got a tractor beam. Try holding him up to the door and I'll press the button, but I think we need to wear his gear.
I think they disabled that.
Oh, did they?
Has to be a live subject now.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, in that case, bear with me. Oh! Alright, keep me covered. I'm gonna fumble around here. This is gonna be a bit funny, but here we go. So, what was it? Using this? Can I just quick swap? I don't think I can I? I think I need to take all this off. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're slowly getting there. Apologies, chat. Kevsky, how you doing? So far, so good. Yeah, I've only just really jumped in. I don't want to do too much by kind of, you know, giving it away and ruining it. Ruining it. That sounded like a grenade being thrown. I hope it wasn't. Alright. Blimey neck. We all good. Vulcans, how you doing? Currently preparing a new
You look
4.2.
fine.
Thank you. All right, let's have a look. Hang on a minute. This.
Red.
Why am I getting so many rads? Or maybe I've got no rads. What's this one? Is this like a radiation room?
So
Oh,
that's
no.
a lab coat?
I think so, yeah. Let's go find the lab coat, people. There was one running around. She might be in a room somewhere. Saw a head poking out somewhere. Fury, welcome. So yeah, new RC2 come in today with further updates and performance optimizations found over the weekend's stress test. Very nice. I think she was in this room down here. Here he is. She is. Let's try this then. Oh, she has something on her. Let's just... Can I just... No. Okay, we're going to have to strip off. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. They spawned in on me. Oh, boy.
Oh, me too. Hey, back!
It's alright. I think we should just respawn on the thing. It's only the thingy me blob.
Oh, yeah.
It's only the PTU. Flipping, trying to get changed in a spawn closet is not a good idea. I don't know, Ramon. Obviously, they'll have as many RCs as they need, but I know 2 weeks ago, Jared said on the 19th, when we get to the 19th, which is what? Is that Thursday? Yeah, technically that's the exact 2 week period that when Jared said in a couple of weeks. But of course that doesn't mean anything, does it? But yeah, hopefully by Friday we'll be good. Oh,
You're naked.
oh, brilliant! That was a bad time to die, wasn't it? All right, you lead the charge. He's dead, mate. Only so much you could do, hence why further work will be done in live. Yeah, welcome, Kemi. How you doing? Yeah, they'll push it out to live, I suspect, this week. For better, for worse. There's still obviously a lot more they can do, but a lot of that will be exposed when it goes live, and they want to keep the momentum going. We're not expecting a perfect game by that point, anyway. What have you got it set to, regular, Bob? What's your current cloud setting? Is it different to the live build? Mine seem alright. I think mine are on photo mode. Oh, there's a prowler.
Not the prowler.
Yeah. Hello! Hello? How's it going? Hi. Careful, I think we're being shot up. Yeah, we've got enemy approaching. Oh, ow. All right, you're good to raise the ramp.
Close over here, right?
Brilliant, on my way. Enemy on the left. Oh. Can I just get dressed? I like how, you know, there's really bad environment here and they're just walking around in their civvies. They flipping appear from everywhere. On my way to you. Need to find that lab coat. Try and get some med pens. Oh, these radiation pens as well. I'll take them just in case. Ah, there's a weapon. Oh, is that my beloved P4? I can't tell. I think it is. No, it's not. Blast! Gotcha! Alright, I'm coming in. Oh, I'm not sure. Ow! Yo, 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 what the hell? I don't know if he knew it was me or what, because he was fine before. T-Sims, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I see. That was an accident, I'm assuming. Thank you. Okay, he got me back. Let me just get a med pen. Be nice to be able to just pull these out and use them. Whew. Pick up the gun. Right, I'm on you, Deacon.
This way, right?
Oh my lord. Because I'm wearing clothing, I'm not very protected. Oh! Shit.
Just run up to the left.
Just healing, hang on. There's no way that I can I? Oh no, don't do this to me. Can't pick up the weapon now. Ah. Oh, come on! For crying out loud. I'm down again. Doesn't even want to pick up the blooming weapon. It's not a mission as such. Well, it's the new activity, Kemi. It's the thank you, sir. Try and get this damn weapon again. I need a med bed as well. Apparently you can't pick up weapons when you're crouched. Or is it just completely bugged out? There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the new activity that... Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I thought they'd brought in, like, a movement. Alright, if we find that lab person, bring them out of there. Oh, they despawned. Damn it. There must be more. Are we checking downstairs? Aha! Yes, technician here. Alright. And they've gone. Where are they gone? Ah! Oh boy. Have you got me? This is where I die. And I've got no clothing again. Okay. That delay with picking that up is so annoying. I don't know if having a weapon is going to impact the scanners, but we'll try it with a weapon and then try it without. You take point, mate, because I'm going to die quick, I think. Flipping spawn closets. I'm going to try the door. Yeah, it's an activity. Oh, there we go. As they say, it's an activity where it's not a timed thing or you know, you can just take part in it as and when you want. I was getting nuked, yeah. So this is like the exec's lounge. Let me just get some meds. If we can find a med bed as well, that'll be handy. Take all them, why not?
You hear me on local, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Are you? Can you not hear me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, but not on party. There's a vault over there with a code on it. Let's see if we can find the code somewhere.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's some emails here. Just going through them. Maybe that tablet you picked up, but
Yeah, I don't know where that is
probably don't
now.
have that anymore.
Oh, I think I have one on me. Oh no, I don't. Oh no, maybe not. The guy had one on him when I looted him. I'm gonna go downstairs and see if we can see where he was working.
Be careful. There's probably new spawns. Oh, here it is. 2789.
2789, Roger. Success!
Woohoo!
Haha, we have the key. Excellent, alright. Nicely done. Well, it is open world because you can approach it as and when you want, and you know all this stuff functions regardless of when you go there, what time of day. It's, you know, obviously if someone is already actively doing something, then it's already underway. But it's not like you have to take a mission on to trigger it or anything along those lines. We've got one down. We've got an enemy on the bottom floor here. Yes, thank you, Peanut. How you doing, mate? This guy's got back up again. That's the one I looted. They woke him up.
Oh, you didn't kill him?
I know. Oh, look over here. Oh, boy.
Yeah, look behind you. There's a shooting range.
Yeah.
Malakars.
Test range. All right, I'm going to try and get equipped here. Put it down any second now. All right, armor. Oh, nice. Here it is. Got the radiation suit here. All right, we're radiated.
Holy smokes. You need a helmet, though.
Yes. Must be here somewhere. Let me just grab a new one. I'll have 4 rounds in. Any more ammunition for this weapon in there?
Which one? Before?
No, P8SC.
Here, I think.
Oh, nice one, yeah. Excellent. Oh, was the helmet in the suit? I didn't think it was it? I thought it was... I thought it was, like, legs and something else. Let me have another look. No, legs and a chest piece. For some reason, it's not in there, which would have been handy. Oh, I see what I'm doing here. It's kind of not doing what it should.
There's another tablet over here.
Let's just take these into my... I think the looting's gone weird. Anything of interest on it? Helmet might be down here.
I don't know. Try pick it up because it has. It actually has real tablet UI, like slide to unlock and stuff. Look, yeah.
Nice. Can't flipping see it now. Instigator, thank you so much, my friend.
Oh, there's one there.
I'm number 187 in the queue. Ooh, I nearly got cramp. That was close. I'll keep that leg straight. I'm not seeing anything overly specific. Problem is if I zoom in. Nah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on there that's of real interest. Ah!
Warehouse.
Yeah, let's check the warehouse. Hey, yep, sounds like PDCs are going off.
Well, here's the door for the key card.
Oh yeah, I wonder if this gets me the helmet. Is it gonna give me it?
Did you change your outfit after you grabbed the key card?
Shit. Yeah, I will have done. Flip. Alright, I'm going. Good point.
The other way.
Oh, crap. Yo, fuck it. Welcome. Magnesium. I think it's just dehydration more than anything. Good bit of water and some good old sea salt might be enough. Oh man, which one is it?
Only your pants when it's just civilian outfit.
How do we do this? Can we not just... Oh. That was a lucky find. First one I went to.
Nice.
You lead the way. Yo, mod. How you doing? Everything all right up there, APOC? Is that door open because of you? I guess so.
Clear.
I was hoping it would be automatic, like, it doesn't want to do it.
Should just be able to press F on it.
Yeah,
It's in the way, though.
it's not working. Here, let me put it down here for you. For some reason, it's not allowing me to just click F. Yo, Nigel, how you doing? Oh, Drop Guts, welcome.
That's the right one.
I mean, it might not be. Security level 3. I'm dying for a wee. I'm going to have a piddle. Yeah, the suit's in there.
This is for data processing.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's the wrong key.
Keep me covered. I'm just going to have a wee. I know it's a bad time.
Alright.
Oh, Jedi, welcome. I can't help it, though. It's real strong. Okay. Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
You lead the charge, mate. Which way are we going? Laboratory is this way. What is it for? You say data center. Oh, that's...
Data center, yeah.
This is the data center, isn't it? This actual facility houses that, I think. Alzenor, welcome. How you doing?
Storm study?
There's a no access
Oh,
here.
This is you too.
Oh, okay.
That is the lab code.
Ah, yeah.
Speaking of.
Oh, no, access denied. Oh, no, because I'm in the... Oh, yeah, I should be alright. Oh, I need a helmet, maybe. Copy. Ouch! Need to heal. Oh, that was a radiation pen. Oh, dear. Just hit myself with a bunch of radiation. I do need a med bed. I can't get any better health than what I've got right now. They keep spawning out of these flipping rooms. Oh, mate, this is a mess. Where are we? Flipping heck. We need to just get to a room where we can defend it properly. Oh, these are just spawn closets.
There's a lab coat there, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a lab... It might just be that I need a helmet for this.
There's a picture of the lab coat.
Oh, is there? Okay, I'll go get it then.
Yeah, check here.
All
Lab
right.
coat required. See? On the wall.
Copy, doing it now. Oh man, I'm hearing footsteps around me. Stairs, maybe? Okay, trying to open the door.
Maybe I need to stay out of the scanner. That works.
You're all gonna die! Run! Ooh, some nice gems in here. Ah, I'll take that and all, just so I've got it. just falling down.
We went out here.
Yep. Yeah, just a bunch of minables. Do they have something on them that we need?
Maybe another card. There's something here on this computer. Check this out. Touchdown.
Okay. So
That way I can also heal you.
yeah, nice one. It says the only thing I can sort of see is today's code is 8899, so 8899. You can't click on any of these. So there must be something we need to open. 8899. Man, I am drugged up to heaven. Ah, here it is.
Oh, there's a scorpion in there. Hey, doggy.
Alright, we got the next key card.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm glowing in the dark, yeah.
In here.
I'm a little drugged up. Is there a medical bed anywhere?
I'm looking.
Oh, I see where we are. We've just come around full circle now. Oh, shit.
It's just me.
Oh, okay. Do you know
Wanted
what?
to see if I could kill that scorpion. I couldn't.
Oh, okay. So there's another radiation suit in there without a helmet again. People are getting shot outside, it seems.
Data processing.
Got a lobby here. Oh, it's our friend running around. It's alright. That'll be where those gunshots are coming from. Don't think med pens are going to do me any good right now.
Another lab door here and the key card.
Nice. Oh, that one works fine for some reason. Keep me covered because I've just dropped my weapon. Oh.
This is soup.
Enemy in here. Ah, oh, flipping jeebers. Oh yeah. Oh, that'll come in handy.
Also there. More computers to check.
Got enemy across the way. Watch out.
Oh, ow.
I think they're both down now. Not much ammo for this. I need to pick up a different weapon, I think, just to be safe, because I can't see the ammo count. Ah! Equip. Yo, Spader, how you doing? Yeah, PTU, mate. Lyle, welcome. There we go. We're just checking out the PTU. This is the location.
The NPC looted ammo from his buddy.
What? I mean, I know they've mentioned about that. I don't think I've ever seen... Oh, I think I have seen them running around grabbing ammo, actually. Oh, a gallon. I'm going to go with a gallon. I haven't used this in years. And it's got an ammo count on it as well, which is handy. Which I don't think there's any ammo. Is there any ammo for the gallon anywhere?
You're the most unethical doctor I've ever seen.
I have many skills.
Shall not harm.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, I can't get back through that way. Alright, we'll stick with this then. Yes, good point. T-Sims. It was the right key, wasn't it? Good point. It wasn't the right one the last time. Alright, I'm behind you. Oh, hang on, hang on. If he has what I hope he has. He does. Wonderful. But I can't equip it. I'm going to ditch this again so that I can at least be a little bit more effective. Yeah, I'm going to do that because it's just a little safer. Please tell me he has the ammunition on him. For the gallant. Where's the gallant gone? Is that it underneath him? Oh, this looting is so annoyingly fiddly. I'll take that one. Oh, I had an extra one. Okay, I see. You got him. Have I got a helmet on? No. I don't think these guys have helmets, do they? They have caps. Okay, I'm on my way down. Well, yeah, I guess for extra security, I don't know. It's, I suppose that's something they could do, isn't it? Is have,
Basement too.
Oh, yeah. Additional, like,
testing.
Things.
Hello.
Ow, 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 ow. I need a heal, quick. Woohoo, 10. Nice one. Oh man, I need to get to a med bed as soon as possible. I've got 2 tier 3 injuries.
Yeah, follow me.
Okay, I'm right. Sorry, they're down, they're down.
I think it was this building over here.
Yeah, there's, you know, that's definitely something they could do. It doesn't necessarily have to be with this keycard or this, you know, this particular mission, but as additional security, it'll be great if we could do that, have keycards and so forth. Oh.
This doesn't look right.
Okay, let's go. Now, wait a minute.
I think APOC moved Idris.
You moved the buildings.
This one is locked, right? Yeah, I used Idris to orientate myself, but then he moved it, so now I'm turned upside down.
I guess they could do that with the Hathor stuff. You know, like when they generate a keycard, it loses its like there's a time limit to it. But the beauty of it not having a time limit is that they become really good tradable, lootable, saleable, you know, items. People who want to go and do this mission, they could buy lab coats from you know, when we do our trade meet, you could buy a lab coat from someone. You could buy these keycards so that you can essentially just walk through it and blend in. I wonder if actually blending in as a technician without a weapon will work. I wonder if the AI will...
I don't think that's actually in yet.
Zeren,
yeah.
welcome. I know they said it's something they will be bringing in, but yeah, I don't know if it's in now. Ha ha ha, I got him. Alright, using medbed. Yo, Billy, how you doing? Do you know anyone in... do you or anyone in chat know why the Prowler I melted shows up in the PTU instead? Did you... I mean, I assume you copied it across since you melted it. If you haven't melted... If you haven't copied your account... Hang on. Since you melted the Prowler, then maybe not.
He needs to make a new copy every time he makes a change.
Yeah, exactly. It just depends on when he last did it. I mean, that's likely the reason why. The flipping it. Is that APOC with his big old beast?
I need a little heal as well.
Okay. On to the next one. Get some legs going as well, just so I've got some. There we are. That's better. That could also be an engineering perk. Say they get good enough and they can freeze a CAD. Well, I mean, like a crafting perk. Absolutely, I could see that being a potential thing. Okay, let's roll. But yeah, it's like a lot of...
Do you want to explore this place more, or do you want to go see some weather?
Well, let's... Yeah, I think there's other... We don't have to go back into this one. Let's fly around this area and just see if there's anything other than these in this location. But I'm happy to go and check out some weather as well. I just want to see if there's any more buildings on the outskirts of these and what they actually hold or do, just for testing purpose. You melted it, then copied it. It could just be that there's a delay to it. You've definitely applied it on your main account, right? I don't know if that has anything to do with it, because I know you need to apply the change, the CCU, don't you? Yeah, it could just be that it's not synced. The PTU sync isn't synced with the other one. All right, APOC, could you lower the door for us, mate? We're on our way back. Oh, actually, sorry. Hang on a minute. Oh, I understand. He's in a remote turret. Because, yeah, I saw some buildings. Like, up there, look. Oh. If you look sort of the direction I'm facing... Jesus. Oh my good God. They're everywhere. Over there. Let's go look at what that is first, and then we will we'll head off and find some weather. Right, I'm coming back on. Yeah, I believe you can do multiple game packages and then drop stuff off for people, provided you can get back onto the same server. That's the hard part, is making sure you get back onto the actual server you were on, so that you can go to the location that you dropped something. Okay, we're on board, APOC.
Let me see if I can actually enter your old Raven. I don't think so. I think it's locked.
Oh, really? It should... Oh, yeah, because it's... I didn't unlock it, did I? But you're in the... Oh, I don't own it anymore.
Yeah, it's locked.
Bah.
That's fine. Hey, Park, did you see where Ryan wanted to go check out?
Shield! Thank you so much. Good to be back. How are you doing?
Opening the front so you can see. Hey, Ryan.
Right, yeah, I'm off. PDCs are going mental over something. Yeah, where... I can't see it. Is it directly below us? Look at that view. Look at this. I think the rain might be coming, though. I think we've got some rain coming in. Let me just jump in the Pisces.
Alright.
Robert, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Much appreciated. Are you coming with? Are you hanging in?
I think you'll.
Okay. Beers and party, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, what a view. It looks like rain is on the way.
Just in case somebody decides to kill you.
Good call. Right, we are leaving. I think it was just up here. Oh, it's just a turret.
I'm not even sure if this is one of the planets with rain.
It's just started raining. Yeah, Pyro 4 does. That's a turret as well. Alright, coming back in. Is the rear open? Or the front open? Yeah, the front's open. In fact, hang on, bear with me. Let's go check out the rain down here. I think the rain is just coming in. So we're over by a little lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that cloud is...
Oh, it stopped.
Yeah, it's a bit hit or miss, isn't it? I wonder if the Idris will
It's over
block
here.
it. These things pretty bad right now. Where the weekend went. I know, it's gone fast, hasn't it? The whole week went fast.
Rain.
Yeah, I got some cool socks. A shark hearing. a little heartstone, a little ornamental rabbit, and a hot air balloon solar light for the garden. Oh. Which was all picked by some. Did you? Yeah, it would be nice if they could get the audio and the visuals for Rain sorted before live release. Absolutely. I would love it to be, you know, how you would want it to be, really. But we'll see. I hope so. Not sure if they will, though. I can't recall what that song is. So I'm not going to try. Returning to the Idris APOC.
Is it the Phil Collins song you're thinking about?
Have you ever seen the rain coming down on sunny days? Oh, is it Creedence? Creedence Clearwater?
Oh.
I don't recall that one. Ooh, very nice. Going round to the front. Have you ever seen rain? That's kind of how it goes, isn't it? Touchdown! Right, let's get to the bridge. Yeah, kind of, it's starting to come back to me, but I can't remember how it all flows. Have you ever seen rain? And it's just that second line, coming down on sunny days. I don't see how that fits. Not that it's wrong by any means, I just can't remember. Yo, Bucket, welcome. Well, it's whatever you want it to be. Right now it's still work in progress, but the idea is that you exist in a universe and you can be who you want to be, you know, a pirate, a hauler, a trader, a bounty hunter, a racing driver, or pilot. It is up to you. But if you've got any questions, by all means, ask away, my friend. Roughneck, L7. I do like a bit of Creedence. Pardon me. Must be bedtime. Thank you. To the bridge.
Yeah, it helps if you stay to one side of the ship. Then it becomes easy to memorize.
Right. Ow, something hurt me then. Just suddenly scooted up the ship.
Yeah, it's that staircase is a bit wonky.
Right. Flipping wonky.
It's also the one you fall out of in QT.
Nice.
So, you hear that, Winter?
When the suspension's over. When her suspension's over, of course. Orales, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Where are we going, APOC? Where are you taking us? To the rain. Oh, there's a big old, big old cloud formation over there. That looks like it could be rain. Well, yeah, you know, Star Citizen is what you want it to be. Turtleless, how you doing? You recently started playing.
Pyro 5 now.
No, we're Pyro 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's taking me a fair while to get my first million. Do you have any suggestions to earn a decent amount to buy a better ship? I think, welcome, by the way, exclamation cult. You are one of us. It was, I don't know, it's something to do with, we were walking up the stairs, and then suddenly we just, it might just be desync, to be fair. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, really. So, the best way to make money is either cargo hauling, bounty hunting, doing various missions. They seem to be a good way. Mining. Eh?
There's another player here.
Hello.
Oh!
Can you hear me?
You from the Prowler.
Hello. Is that you, Steve?
It is indeed.
Who? Oh, Mighty Steed.
Steve.
Oh, you scare me then. Just creeping. Did you send him a party invite? Just creeping around the bridge.
Yeah, I tried, but
Oh, is it not working? Oh. Welcome, Roz. So they are currently rolling out a release candidate version 2 today, which, you know, a release candidate is, as you would expect, a candidate to release to live, all being well. But there's got more performance optimizations in this one coming tonight. But there's whether or not it's the one they do release or they put out a release candidate version 3, you know, the next day is yet to be seen. It really depends on how they feel about it and how it holds up. But it should be this week, technically. Jared said a couple of weeks back it'll be in a couple of weeks. Obviously, when they give dates, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, look at this rain coming down here. I can't see it on the window yet, but it looks like we're heading into it. Yeah, you got to, obviously, when they say it's going to release it around this time, it's all to be taken with a pinch of salt, but not too far off. Have you heard anything, Deacon, about the Idris loadout bug, where after you name the ship, your loadout does not save?
not that it doesn't save after, but when you change your name, you get a completely new ship. So yeah, make sure you unload and take everything off.
Right,
Otherwise,
okay.
it goes poof.
Did you hear that, Roz? It's more about you getting a brand new ship when you change the name, so it's not the original ship you had, it's a new ship, technically, a bit like claiming it. Yeah, Buck, if you've got any questions, my friend, ask away. We will do what we can to answer. Eh? Oh, yeah.
You need to slow down for the window effect.
Slow down! It does definitely need a lot of work, but it's nice to finally see weather. Proper weather. Yeah, did you hear what... I get that it's a new ship, but the loadouts are not saving at all. Or just since you named it. Oh, I don't know then. Have you checked the issue council to see if there's a report for that one? I'm not sure why that's happening. Be nice when we get proper sounds as well with rain. What section was that? Is that supposed to be this ship? Oh, very cool. Yeah, very annoying. I can
You want to check
understand
if
that.
we can walk and dry under the Idris?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if it works. Yeah, well, the visuals and the audio are not perfect by any means.
Big ask already.
Yeah, I don't think the physics is quite there for it yet. There's obviously it's the first iteration, right? And I know there are,
But
I
it's
think,
dry
over
here,
100.
So
Yeah, that's true.
theory, it should be dry.
Well, no, you make a good point actually. I know there were hundreds of audio for Rain, different audio files. So I think it is certainly plausible that there is going. There's supposed to be a lot more sound, but I think it's more that it's bugging out, maybe desync or something else that's causing it not to trigger or to work accurately when you go in and out of the ship and so forth. Which, you know, they'll get to. Obviously, with optimizations, improvements, they've already done a lot already, so there's more to come. By it's not like anywhere near perfect, but hopefully by live it'll be better, and then as time goes on. Sure thing, Winter.
Love hearing
You
all
have a
the
good
little
one.
knobs and gears and engines turning off.
Yeah, absolutely. Organ channels Discord is the same. Yeah, so it's the same Discord. And provided you are in the org, you can get like a check mark next to your name that will allow you to. Oh, raining in here, yeah.
Nice.
That sounds good. That will then give you access to the org Discord section. Am I on a task? No, not necessarily. At the end of the day, with Star Citizen, you have crafted missions, you have sort of repeatable missions, you have like hauling missions where you can go back and forth, or you can do things off your own back. What I tend to do a lot is off of my own back. So I will head on out and see if I can, because they've got something in this game called persistence, where, for example, if a player, although we're on the PTU, a test universe right now, if a player had come and crash landed down here, their ship will be there until it gets cleaned up, or if someone comes along and salvages. Oh, is it?
You're half in the water.
Oh, yeah. Watch out, that big foot nearly crushed you. So I tend to do things that are more... Yeah, I was just checking to see if it's because we were underneath, but it won't.
But the sand is still wet.
You too, Winter. Thank you, my friend. We'll catch you next time. Hopefully by that... is your ban over now? Or your suspension over? Citizen dude, welcome. Yeah, what I like to do is just react to what other people have done. Like, there could have been a ship that was flying around, a player ship, you know, and they got downed by a pirate or whatever. And then... that ship and all its cargo will be there to be looted. You can essentially go around and salvage the ship. You can go and do mining off your own back.
Sound changes in this atmosphere shield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And it's quite subtle as well. It's not like it's just an instant boop. Well, it is on the way in. Which kind of makes sense, I suppose. But on the way out... Oh, raining again. Oh my god, look at that view out back.
Look at the wave.
Yeah, look at those colours as well. But at the very least, you can at least take a lot of photographs and pictures. It is a bit of a screenshot simulator right now. Well, that's not true. There's so much more to it now than there used to be. It actually feels quite refreshing, this rain.
Me.
Are you soggy? Oh, yeah.
It's raining down your forehead, too.
Nice. But nice when we see that physical blood coming in as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't give up. We weren't trying to complete it or anything. We were just checking it out.
Wow, Steed.
What are you doing, guys? We're having a... Boom.
Chest in blood.
Guys, can we all just get along? Do you want to take us to another facility in the daylight, APOC? It keeps trying to outrun us, the rain cloud. I'm coming up to the bridge. Oh, actually, can you open the front... Oh, sorry, it's open. I'm gonna fly my Raven alongside you.
No blood yet.
I'm gonna fly the Raven alongside you all. DJX, welcome. Will it ever have full release? Yes. So 1.0 is what they're...
Just pull up your landing gear before you fly over the other Raven.
I'm gonna go backwards, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so 1.0 is what they consider the official live release. Which, you know,
Be good to go straight back.
is still a long way off. Lizzie B, thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Exclamation DEF, please. So, yeah, that's, you know, with 1.0, they'll have X amount of content and features and so forth that they deem a viable live release. I don't know how long that is. They can take as long as they need to get it right because it's worth it, really. But it's it could be 3 to 5 years yet. You know, a bit longer, maybe, a bit less. We'll see. How was your stream, Lizzie? All good, I hope. And what were you doing? Look at this ship. Blue, how you doing? Welcome. Alias07, are we all well? What is the best, Kenobi, what is the best solo bounty mission, HRT, and best ship for that, is it? I don't know, guys. What is the best ship currently for doing bounties in? Wait, do I have a quantum drive? I should have a quantum drive. Oh, the new scanner stuff, look. Interesting. You've got to be within an angle to scan it, which is good. You've also got the strength of it. Tells you how... oh, let's scan it, see what it says. Doesn't seem to want to tell me anything else, though. Cutlass is all you need. It's all you ever need. Sounds rather biased, but yeah, I suppose so. Lots of cargo hauling. Yeah, the PTU's running all right. There's a few little glitchy bits here and there, but... oh, cramp. But otherwise, it's running quite well. Still a few... things left to do, I would say, before it's ready for live. Let me just get some liquids down me. Ukami, welcome. Only a matter of time before showers work. Yeah. Thank you, Sandman. Yeah, DJX. Check out that video. That kind of tells you what their intentions are for version 1.0. What they deem 1.0. Again, there's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of stuff they need to do. A lot of core tech that needs to exist before they can really do everything. But it's making progress. It's a lot of fun. Rickan, thank you so much for the 11-month resub, my friend. How are you doing today? Are you well, mate? Bravo, welcome. You tried to keep away from it. What, the Cutlass Blue or starcitizen itself? Ooh, pardon me. Alright, let's just... ah, there it is. There's my quantum stuff. Oh, the Cutlass Black. Yeah, it's a great ship for, especially as a daily driver. It's a great versatile all-rounder, isn't it? Let's see if we can find another one of these things. Where are we? So, Pyro 4. Zoom in. Faro data set. Let's get one in the daylight. What's all this here? Shall we go to... oh, I see. Are we actually flying to it? You're actually flying to it, aren't you? Yeah, new PTU patch coming today. It's release candidate version 2, I think it said. I'm not expecting a release, as Ramoyne says, till Thursday, Friday, in all honesty. We're still a little way off yet. There's still stuff they want to do. Oh, okay, we can do that. I see. What is going on in that bedroom? It's like, every time it gets to bedtime, I'm always like, really hype. And, of course, that doesn't help her sleep. Doesn't seem to want to work. Oh, yeah, I can land. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, I'll come and land. All right. May have overshot a little bit there. You guys still fighting on the back porch? I'm coming in. Be careful. I don't want to crush you.
You hear me right?
Yeah, I can hear you on local. I couldn't hear you on party if you were talking.
Yeah, it's like when you go out, like then you come back and it works.
Oh, right. That's all right, Rickan. Yeah, we'll be here all the time. How is work getting on? Any new work found? Wonko? Good day. Yeah, 3-year-old mischief. Exactly. It's always like, let's see if this injures us walking up these stairs again. Like I say, when it comes to bedtime, if I come in and sit with her while Rachel's getting her ready or whatever, I'll just be like, let's play. And then, it's supposed to be quiet time and calm time. She goes to sleep fine, but it's like, she just gets super hyper. Will the Geo fit in the back of the Nomad? I would think so, Basehead, yeah. Can you imagine if Destiny was on this level and trying to sort out a squad and then having to go and find it and all the efforts you would do? I hope this is the near things to... What do you mean, DJX?
Be careful with this ladder here, or staircase.
Yeah, it's this one that's all janks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was alright. Damage, thank you so much for the 6-month resub, my friend. And Scarecrow, welcome. Thank you for the follow.
Chris is listening.
Oh, that's true. So, in terms of, like, do you mean, like, a group stuff? Group play and whatnot? Because we do, organizations, parties, that kind of stuff. We are in desperate need of updates for all of that gear. All of the party stuff and how it's handled. That's coming with the social refactor. Once they finish the transport refactor, which they are well on with now. But they have big plans for it. So, yeah, they will... they do plan on having raids, but honestly, as much as, endgame style raids are a thing to come, they're not really what Star Citizen's about. Star Citizen is a universe that you exist in. It's not really a... there's no end goal to it.
Is there a dedicated Carrack helmet?
Yeah, that white one. What was the reason behind that again? Yeah, it's one of the sub-flares, I think. Or maybe something to do with... I can't remember now. But yeah, the idea of endgame... There is no endgame. You just exist. I mean, it could be. I don't know why... I've got one, though, so I don't know why I have one, because I don't own the Carrack. Yeah, you just live. Oh, yeah.
There you are.
It's from when it won Best in Show.
Ah, that's it. Nice one.
Same as the Argo MPV backpack I'm wearing.
It's the Matrix. Yeah, we're essentially plugged in right now. But yeah, there will be raids and things that you can do as a group. But there's always going to be other things like.
A dedicated character medbed too.
Really, it's just more about existing in the verse. That sounds like a touchy subject.
Very, very touchy.
It looks exactly like the Idris' tier 1, but it's not.
Oh, don't keep pushing him, he'll snap.
It causes me pain and suffering.
We need eject buttons.
Hikaton Shires, welcome. Tickets. We don't have a giveaway going if that's what you're looking for. Hi, though. Org level parties have always been pretty hit or miss with me, but impromptu parties with strangers. Yeah, I mean, actually now, org group gameplay is actually really possible. We've had. What was the most amount of players we had in? Was it like 23 in one of our recent forays?
27, I think.
Was I with you then?
Yeah.
Oh, flipping heck, okay. So yeah, we've had like events in game, not even like they're kind of just us getting together and doing missions and salvaging and so forth. But we've had up to 27 people in the party flawlessly. I remember the days when you would try and get 5 people together, even 3 people together. It would be they've crashed, we have to wait for them. They've fell out the ship, which still happens occasionally, but we have to go back for them. Now you can get a lot of people together, and it's so much better. Yeah, I can't wait to go through to Nyx and take on the Vanduul.
Can't really call Earth the blue planet anymore, can it?
No, guess not. It's not quite as pretty as Earth, though.
It's a bit too blue.
What's that, Lyle, after the social refactor?
Slush ice.
Yeah, Hathor, as Ramoin's saying there, DJ, Hathor, which is a kind of a location on in Stanton. There's like a few of these, like where we are now, where we're heading now. There's kind of activities which I suppose are open-ended raids that you can take part in as and when you want. You could group up with people and go and hit these places and tick off all the necessary requirements to get yourself some pretty decent gear. Yeah, the swirliness is really nice. I think last time I was here, the frame rate was terrible, so I didn't really get to appreciate them, but they look really nice now. It's like a carpet. I want to lay down on it, like a giant from the sky.
I want to eat it.
Ooh. Yeah, we do. All ships will be available with different insurances. Yeah.
Get us disabled.
Well, it's not that all gameplay will become the dominant gameplay. There's, right now, we have a lot of stuff orientated to combat. We have a little bit now for solo stuff. There's they want a mixture of, not necessarily an even mixture, but at least a mixture of plenty of content for everybody of every style. But there needs to be something for everyone. So there needs to be something for the orgs that is accessible only in a large group of players. Which means it's not going to be accessible to a solo player or a dual player. But they will have things available for everybody. But that takes time and rolling. And I think the biggest win really for that kind of specific content is the mission system refactor and the dynamic mission system, and how they are, and actually everything they're doing this year in terms of narrative and missions and gameplay will certainly teach them a lot. Give them new skills, new abilities, new technology to really push for far more content as time goes on.
There's the rain.
Is it? Oh crap, I might need a helmet before we head out here. Ooh, the character. Well, I can't guarantee I'm going to bring it back. Yo, field guy, how you doing? Yeah, Destiny 2 is nothing like Star Citizen. Star Citizen is an ever-persisting universe. Or, at the moment it's just 2 systems where you can seamlessly jump toward. There are no loading zones. You don't start in one place and then load screen into a new place. Who would you eat first, though? Last event you had was...
You and me.
Are we the tastiest?
Yeah, I'm all lean, stringy muscle yeah,
Because we're plant-based.
Yo, Bart, how you doing?
We
Yeah.
taste like cows.
Clean protein. Patat 07, welcome. I've been really dialing in my diet to try and help with calisthenics, and it's just like trying to get the right amount of protein without too many carbs. But like, I'm not going to do it for life. I'm enjoying the process of checking the macros right now, but there will be times when it's just like, this is a pain in the ass. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, right now, it's fun, but I can imagine it will not be fun after a while. But it's, you know, in order to get the gains as such, it's necessary. And I did my first proper pull-up, which I was very pleased with. I've been working towards that. I'm into the 8th week of this calisthenics program now, and it's like, I mean, body transformation, but I've only just been able to do a proper pull-up because I've been dealing with a right shoulder impingement, and my God, it hurts. You good? Yeah, the Titan is a nice vehicle. Yeah, he's really blasting away. There's a lot of echo in this ship all of a sudden. Has it always been that echoey? How do you guys like the alien ships? So personally, I think their design and style is really cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from them in terms of fleshing out the culture of, like, you know, the BMM and how that will be reflected from the actual Banu race. But I tend to just prefer conventional. Oh, it's raining. I much prefer the conventional human-style ships. Yeah, it feels good.
Almost feel it.
All right, let's get this. Oh, be careful. We've got a Vanguard here.
You want to take the shuttle, or do you just want to explore the buildings?
No, we'll take the shuttle, if possible. Come on, Steed, you could do it. Don't be deterred.
You can't vault those, apparently.
Unvaultable walls, that's what we need.
Some lootable crates here for...
Dr. Mike. Renaissance periodization, Dr. Mike. That's a long thing to type into YouTube. I'll take a look at it, though. Oh, yeah, there's some cool bits. None of the weapons I like taking, though. Only me.
That one.
Yeah, I'm alright with what I got. I wonder if we'll see one of those ICT Geos here. Oh, tram's arriving, guys. I'm gonna jump on it.
Right then.
Looks empty. Oh, that sound is nice. Yeah, love that bit. Me? No, I'm not using a 4. I'm using a 3080. Nice. It sounds so nice.
Everybody's British in Star Citizen. I love it. What a bottle of water.
A bottle of water.
A bottle of water.
I can't deny that one. That's very accurate, to be fair. Gonji, welcome. Simlo, is there every daytime? Like, no, this is a permanent storm in this area on Pyro 1. You go to other places on Pyro 1, there's probably like dynamic rain, but here it is a permanent radiation storm with lightning. It never changes at this location. If you are sedentary, your knees can start bothering you.
Science.
Oh, was it? I know they did that with Microtech, but yeah. Yeah, your knees just suck.
Big,
Yeah.
Radioactive Valakar comes, it also causes lightning.
What, the big one? The Apex?
Yeah.
Thank you, Field Guy. I do feel quite proud of that.
Radioactive thing. Awesome.
Thinking about buying a... Oh, so a TOBII tracker or a flight sticks? What comes first? Yeah, I'm using TOBII right now, and I'm using Gunfighter VKBs. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with that. Sticks, I would say first, as well. They kind of enhance the experience of flying. Holy, what was that? That's a bit of a flaw. Did they not think about that?
Almost shit my pants.
But yeah, the getting a decent pair of sticks will enhance your overall experience. I'm saying that so will TOBII. It's a really hard decision to make. So I don't know what the best decision is, to be fair. Yeah, I think my demographic is American, like top viewers, American, British, like English or UK, and then German. I think that is kind of what my current, demographic is. Oh, we got shots fired. Oh, hold on, we got someone in a thingy suit. Careful.
Yeah,
Pushing out. Alright, I think they're down. Oh, finally a P4. How I've missed thee. I need a lot of ammo, though. Just getting some ammo. You can bugger off. I don't know what you're doing there. What are all these little rocks? Alright, I'm good. This rain is cool. Hold on. Is that a... Oh no, it's a plant. Ignore me. Oh shit, Copium. Oh, it's nice to be out in the rain. Do I have a hole in my suit, Ruben? Probably. What makes you say that?
That's in here.
Cool, I could use one actually. Sounds like we've got security pushing through. In fact, I've got a med pen. DJ, pleasure to see you, my friend. I hope you can drop by another time, mate, and let us know how you get on. And if you are, if you do join the game, if you do join the alpha, the work in progress game, you are more than welcome to jump in with us, try it together. Watch out to your left. Reloading. I think he was about to throw a grenade and I just took him down. Shit, grenade! Oh boy! He did throw a grenade. Cheeky.
Are you killing us?
No, it wasn't my grenade, it was theirs. He's got a bloody pink weapon.
You sure?
Ow! Yeah, I don't have any. Ouch! Ouch! Coming through! Flipping heck. That put me on the floor.
What'd you crawl him on the floor for?
I thought it was safer down there than anywhere else. I thought I picked up some grenades. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I don't think I did. That sucks. How you doing, mate? Oh, mate, this is not the best place to be. Let's double back in, matey, because we're there's just enemy everywhere.
There's some radioactive stuff this way.
Bob, what's up? Twitch chat. Copy. Twitch chat has frozen. Kelly on welcome. Has it frozen? Okay, nothing there. I mean, they can't get to us from where they are. What's this? He is going down, right? Doing a bit of a dodgy death rattle.
Are you off the line?
I'm just lingering. What's going on? Are we going this way?
There's a basement over here.
Oh, okay, I'll follow you. Cinder Fox, welcome. Oh, the percentage. Yeah, you can heal. You can respawn. I think you can respawn. Yeah, although I think they changed the location, didn't they? To respawning in space stations. Yeah, that's just the radiation protectiveness of my suit. It's limited and it constantly depletes until it runs out. All right, pushing on with you, Dick.
There's a red one of the new suits there. That looks interesting.
Flipping heck, like fish in a barrel down there.
Or a bottle of water.
Just scream that at them.
You want a bottle of water?
It's bottle of water. Oh boy, it's hot. I'm running out of ammo. I need to replenish. Excellent, excellent. Come on. Just got to make sure you're not moving at all. Rip. No, the hit marker is because I'm not wearing a combat helmet. Or the lack of hit marker is because I'm not wearing one. If I had a combat helmet on, it would tell me the hit markers and whatnot.
The gallon is pretty nice now.
I just can't get on with like spray weapons. It bugs me.
That's fair.
I love the Gallon though. It is a cool weapon, but yeah, since they changed it, it's a bit like meh. For my lack of skill set, anyway. Oh, I got some grenades. Daddy's got grenades. I just need ammo now. Welcome, by the way, Devon. Yeah, so That's currently the only thing that a combat helmet provides. But there is to be a lot more specificity between helmets to roles. You know, like certain helmets providing contextual information based on what it does. Any P4 anywhere? What weapon are you using at the moment? Gallant, Mighty. Ow.
I picked up a P4 because I ran out of.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn it. What, a Gallant?
Yeah.
Found a new
I
favourite.
did before.
Yo, Dendra, how you doing? What helmets?
So we got the X in here.
Yeah, I think you're the only one that can really go in there, right? At the moment, anyway.
Remember they added the quick swap if you want to equip one. It equips everything you have in your pack.
Oh, does it? How do you do that? I could steal an enemy helmet. Let me. But this is, you know, this is Apoc's helmet, but it's fine. I don't think he's truly gonna miss it. Here we are. Is this a combat helmet? I think it might be.
Come over here, Ryan.
Oh, I'm with you. Dog somewhere. Success! Right, we're going in, Steed. See what we can find. Yeah, the dramatic deaths. It makes it really difficult to know what's going on when they're doing that. Hang on, I need to get out of here. Because if you open that, it's going to release a lot of radiation. You haven't pressed it, have you?
I haven't.
Okay, I'm going to leave so that you can open it up. I'll watch from the window. Okay, go for it. Well, it doesn't seem to work, Apoc. Only if it's a... Oh, I see. That'll indicate. Yeah, I see. Oh, okay. So maybe this isn't a combat helmet. Let me see if I can find one. That looks... Oh, that Antium one is, isn't it? I ain't got any more room, I don't think. Swap for that one. Oh no, still nothing on there. I'm assuming this is a combat helmet, but doesn't seem to want to do anything. Is there any data pads in there, Deke?
Not that I could see.
There aren't any, Oh! Oh, there's some crosshairs, look. That pops up now. You can actually toggle it off, I believe. Hit marker enabled, yes or no. Crosshair opacity. Crosshair mode, always on, always off. You can turn it on or off if you want. Now it's misaligned, which is brilliant.
Okay, we need to find some key cards or something.
Yeah.
Let me just put it away, see if that helps. Because since doing that, it seems to be misaligning it.
Okay, there's a keypad here that needs code. Look for a
TOBII, am I
tablet.
down?
Ow, 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 ow. Watch out, Steed, watch out. On the left.
Yep.
Oh, my left. Okay, they're dead. That's good. The other left.
8999.
8999. All right.
I got it. It's down here.
Okay, coming down. Yo, David. How you doing? This is the PTU. This is, Ooh, nice. What's this? Oh, it's a rocket launcher or an Animus. Some cool weapons here. Yeah, this is the new location, the Lazarus location.
That new weird suit is in here.
Got the radiation one.
Parallax shotgun.
Yeah, now I've got my helmet off.
Yeah,
I don't even get the information down below. Look, if I put my helmet on, pull out my weapon, you get the information down here. All this contextual information for combat. There's, you know, as they start pushing more towards this kind of thing with the Starware, we will see that make more sense.
Cards or credentials.
Okay. And as we see, like, radars and scanners for FPS, certain, you know, like a mining helmet will give you a... Oh, hang on, there's something here. There's a screen here.
Yeah, that's where I found the code.
Oh,
For
okay.
that door, but there was no access cards in that door.
Shit, enemy. I'm going to take the helmet off. I'm going to swap it for a different one, because that one seems to be pushing it up into the top corner for some reason, which is a bit weird. Oh, my arm getting cramped. Not cramped, but aching. Still raining out there. Sounds like it is.
Yeah.
Watch out on the stairs.
Gonna look for that card.
Roger. Forgot to put a helmet on. Oh, I was at naught health then. That was surprisingly lucky. It happens to be behind my camera. What do you mean? I do need to get another helmet. Does he have a helmet? Yes, he does. Good. I do like throwing grenades now that they're a little more useful. Yeah, I'm the same way, Cinderfox. I'll not come to this location once it goes live for a little while, just to let it cool down a little bit, because it is the new shiny. It's going to be really popular, really busy. And I would prefer not to deal with that kind of stuff. I'll wait until it's a lot quieter. Oh, it's behind my face cam. Sorry, I see what you're saying. Yeah, sorry. Where my camera is where the you know, the information. Good point. But yeah, you get what I'm. Oh shit. It was like with every shot I put in. Yeah, it should be this week, end of this week, all being well. Oh, Deadly, you've done the whole thing 5 or 6 times now. Oh no, it's all right. I'm not like looking to complete it or anything. I'm just checking the place out, seeing how it plays and whatnot. Just moved. I will eventually do it properly, but oh, gee. Oh my goodness, he nearly put me down. Minor injury. I need to just replenish the ammo or repack. Yeah, exactly, Blue. But to start with, it'll get locked down like Hathor did. But eventually, it'll just open up again when we get something new in 4.3 or wherever else. Oh, man. I'm in a bad state. Are you alright down there, Mighty?
Landed over on, by the way.
Hey?
A player Cutlass landed where Apex is apparently.
Oh, okay, Roger. I need ammo.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I just saw so many people running towards you. Gonna get a grenade down there. Oh shit, grenade out. Look out. It might be right where you are. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Oh, sorry about that. What's happening to me? I suddenly started breathing all weird. What is happening? My O2? Get my helmet off. What's going on with the helmet here? I don't know why it's suddenly making all those noises.
You might be wearing 2 helmets at once.
Oh, really? Let's put that on.
Yeah, you are. That was it. You were wearing 2 helmets.
Blimey, I've not experienced that before. Gotta stop putting these helmets on.
It's just a normal thing that happens, you know, you just wear 2 helmets at once.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go with Antium, unless it starts putting up my my marker in the wrong place again. It's doing it again. We just take it off. It's clearly not having it. Another grenade. Oh shit, sorry. That's perfect timing. It's like we're doing it on purpose. I can still hear myself breathing like a crazy person again, but I'm gonna make my way back outside and kind of make a break for it to APOC, but I'm probably gonna log off in a second.
My character keeps dropping his rifle.
Oh, that's annoying. Sure, we've got enemy down here. Oh, I don't know. Pisspot Pete, I was watching him on fairly loud at work, and after a couple of minutes, the woman from across the way came to ask if I was okay. What?
Oh.
I need a med pen. Let me get a med pen for you, Deke. Hang on.
Oh, I'm down as well.
What's going on?
I think it's a player.
Yeah.
It felt like a player.
Oh, yeah, behind us.
Oh.
Well, as I say, I was going to head back anyway, so that was good timing. But, yeah, he was sneaking up on us there, creeping behind us. I don't think that was an NPC behind us. I think that was the player. But, yeah, so far, I'm really enjoying what 4.2 brings. Obviously, weather still needs a lot of work before it is finished. Which doesn't have to be for 4.2. It doesn't have to be for a little while yet. But what they will do is make sure that it is as it should be. They will continue to bug fix it, optimize it, and so forth, and then they'll start introducing new weathers as well. Ball, welcome. How do meds work in Star Citizen? So there are different medications for different things, for different treatments. Hemazal, which is the red one, is essentially the blood loss. So that will stop you from bleeding, and it will give you more overall blood count, up to 100. There is also a BDL, a blood drug level. The more drugs you use, the more your BDL goes up, and then you will be in a state of either drunkenness, dizziness, or whatever. You'll eventually, if it goes to 100, you'll just collapse until it dies down again. There are a lot of other drugs as well that are to treat symptoms, like if you get shot in the arm and you have an injury in your arm, it could create a bit of sway. You can take a drug to stop that sway. For explosions, your hearing might go. You can take a drug that might help you clear your head a bit and allow you to hear again. And each one can be applicated either via a med pen or via the medigun, and you can allocate how much of each you want to give. Now, it's actually quite a detailed system, but there isn't a lot of use cases outside of just carrying Hemazal. But they will expand on that at some point, which will be nice, but I don't know when. Hopefully for Squadron, which will push it a bit quicker. Batmoon, how you doing? Midfield, welcome. There you go, there's some credence, I think. Yeah, bunkers, when we used to enjoy going into bunkers. So, we had Hathor. If you go to Hathor now, very rarely are there many gangs or groups there hitting them up. You get the occasional looter going in who will certainly open fire on you, but essentially, you are quite free to roam and check out the place. And as much as, these new locations are the new shiny for 4.2, and they will be busy with all sorts of people, it is going to be a PvP zone. But the more they add, remember, this is a game that, when all is said and done, there will be thousands of points of interest planet-side of all different types. And even if there was thousands of players on the server at the same time, they will be spread. And it won't be every time you go to this location, there's someone there. There might be quiet periods. So what they're doing is just adding more and more of these locations, which over time will spread the player base in a good way, allowing these points of interest to be frequented by whoever wants to, whenever you want to. If you go there and it's really big, like if we go to Hathor, if I was a zero to heroing and I went to Hathor and I saw an orc playing there, like hitting the place up, I'm not going to go in. That would be stupid. If I see a couple of players running around there, I might wait and just watch until they leave and then go in. So the more content we get, the more of these locations we get, the more there is to go to. And yes, when the patch first drops, they're going to be the place where everybody goes. So it's going to get ass hatchery, exactly. But they will cool off again, especially when we get something else in 3.4.3 and so forth. Yeah, you too, Biker. Thank you, mate. When I were a lad, all we had was one hangar. Couldn't spawn the ship. Oh, one hangar, sorry. Couldn't spawn ship. Just walk round your hangar. Lucky if you didn't crash before you got to the other side. Yeah, absolutely. Now obviously with the amount of time I've been playing and the ships that I've accumulated, I have large hangars and I have a lot of ships. But back in the day, I had just had an Aurora MR and the very basic Southland hangar. And that's all I would look around. It was small. I remember that holiday wreath we had I don't know what date that was. That might have been 2015, to be fair. But yeah, it's It's come a long way, to be fair. Still a long way to go, mind. You're welcome, Jack. Yeah, org blockades will still happen, of course, but, you know, there are many other executive hangars and places to go to. Vero, welcome. Players on starcitizen 3 types, helpful, kill hobo, and solo. Kind of. I mean, there are obviously a lot others, like multi-crewers and griefers, and there are pirates. But yeah, generally it kind of falls into 3 categories. Well, yeah, I think it's an old thing, isn't it, APOC? Like, it's still on the account when you're looking through your lists of things, but yeah, you can't do anything with it. It needs to be converted, doesn't it, to the new system. It does, Blue. It does attract all sorts, and that's a good thing. You know, we need all sorts to play the game. That diversity creates that interest and that difference in the game. It's great bumping into people who are not just out to shoot, and you have a little exchange of gear or stories, and then you get back on your way again. Or you might help someone. I remember there was that time when I think I needed a multi-tool, and I didn't have one, and someone came to the same derelict settlement that I was at, and I asked him if I could borrow it, so I borrowed it. He needed help with something, so I helped him out, and then we just went our way again, separate ways. But yeah, so far this year, it's definitely going in a good direction. You know, they're making a lot of progress in areas that have been desperate for fixes and quality of life updates. There's still a lot of problems with hangars, for one thing, being probably one of the major problems right now for people trying to get their ships. Inventory. What else is there? I mean, to be fair, the trams and the elevators, I have not had a problem with for a long while now. But, you know, at the end of the day, that requires the whole refactor anyway. Stacy, 07, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, using your Vulture to print stuff for people. Absolutely. What's that, Apon? Oh, the holiday. Yeah, there's a lot of things in your inventory that you can essentially see in the inventory at the freight elevator. But yeah, you can't. They won't allow you to bring them up. Or even if you could put it across, I don't think it came up. Because when we first got freight elevators and we had all those options, I was dragging all sorts in, thinking I'll be able to see all my old hangar flare, but some of it's been converted, others haven't. I think they said they're working through it. Oh, for 4.1.1. Hopefully, I think it's just stuff they do outside of work, if that makes sense. Or maybe for interns, that would be a good one. Getting them to do all the old hangar flare. Anyway, so today we will see. Thank you, APOC, Deacon, Mighty. It was a pleasure to jump in and play with you all. Thank you for running alongside. That was a lot of fun. Great to see these places. Again, we'll explore them, but maybe not in such a freak-out session, which I suppose is more down to the AI spawning. And if the AI and all their behaviours are going to get pushed to a gold standard, which is what it said in the monthly report, which is, you know, for Squadron. But that means they're going to be pretty formidable. Hawk! 07. Still a bit salty. Hang on, what are we going on here again? Still a bit salty that Wicullo got our hangar flare before we did. Well, as in the stuff in his thing. I guess they're just simple, easy props to place in his spot, aren't they? Shame we can't steal it. Yoink. Yes, there is a patch coming tonight, so currently preparing a new 4.2 release candidate to build for a potential release to the PTU with further updates and performance optimizations found from the weekend stress test. So I don't think we're going to see a live candidate till at least, as in an actual live release until at least Thursday. Which gives them a couple more days to get some more fixes in, some more polishing and so forth. It is cider weather. It's what I've been drinking, Ramon. It does cool me down. I'm going to go get dinner and then crack on with my workout. I think it's a push day today. I can't remember. But I will be back on Wednesday, probably doing off-gridding with a trading post. So you are more than welcome to come and join in on that and sell your gear or buy some gear. Other than that, there's not much more to say. My monthly report coverage video is out already. That was out this morning. And then the flight model changes, as seen on StarCitizen Live, I'll be covering them in a video soon as well. I've just started writing that one with Yogi and Rich and Matteo. So some really good stuff in that one. And I'm excited to see where that goes. Hopefully it's what we need. And at the end of the day, as they say, if it's not, like, they're doing what they think is right. If it isn't, they will change it. So don't freak out when things come out and it's not where you want it to be. Don't freak out. They'll change it. They'll get it working. But with that said, let me see who there is to pass the stream on to. Keep the love going. Oh, we've got Maya on. Let's pass it Maya's way. Exclamation org, Vero. You are more than welcome. I mean, you can always get the link on Wednesday as well. But yeah, exclamation org. Is he dooning? I'll send it his way anyway. I love Maya. There you go. Thank you, APOC. Yeah, send an application. I'll accept, my friend. And I'll see you all on Wednesday, all being well. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. We are close to a live release, which is good. We are desperately needing one because 4.1 is starting to degrade. But I'll see you all on Wednesday. 07, everybody. Enjoy Maya's stream. Much love. And bye-bye.